Hello there. Hello there.
Hello everyone, hello NearPixel, hello Mr. Chief, thank you for the resub, thank you for the resub Warp Forge, hello Shrek, hello Blanc.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy
yeah.
good morning, good evening, and good afternoon
Yes.
to all of you.
And also, I'm sure a lot of you have maybe noticed, where the... Is it not on there yet? What the fuck? I just added it. Where is it? Where's the Drip Wake? I just added it for Twitch. That must needs to be approved still. But yes, in celebration of the video, Tyberos the Drip. Hello, Helberg. Hello, co-enter. Tyberos the Drip.
The funny man this early.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. I woke up to be here. I put in so much blood, sweat, and tears to be on this stream. I woke up.
Where is it? Where is that emote? There it is. Twitch subscribers now get Tybros the Drip Wake, and so do YouTube members. Woohoo, Tybros the Drip Wake. In
How did he do
of
it?
the video. I always sleep in.
For me, it's genuinely hard for me to only get 8 hours right now because of long COVID.
I'm actually starting to have issues now sleeping too. I don't know why.
Oh, dude. The fucking worst.
I think it might be because I just started taking melatonin again, so that might be why. I should probably see what happens if I stop
What
taking
milligram?
it. 1 milligram, just to start it.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're a lightweight. I take like 4 milligram and I'll take it dry because I'm a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. But yes, hello, welcome everyone. Tonight we're going to up your dosage. Nah. Because of the infinite scroll. But yeah, we're gonna be finishing the Ballistus Dreadnut today, and then Wednesday we're gonna be playing some Helldivers at other stream time, not this stream time, unfortunately. Next Monday we'll do a Helldivers at this time. Maybe one more. But yeah, let's finish the Dreadnought, and then also on Wednesday in the Discord I'm gonna be doing a poll for what I paint next. It's either gonna be the Venetari Gabagoo or the Aquilin Terminators. I think then after I paint one of those, I'm gonna prime the both of them anyway. We'll do a vote if people want to see a Dreadnought painting marathon, because I have to paint this one, the Goth Rocker. I'm trying to do, well, actually, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do like, okay, I'm gonna do a squad, then a singular miniature, then a like change it up every other thing I paint. So it would either be the Venetari and Venetari Gabagoo and the Storm Fiends. I do not have those, or the Aquilin Terminators. And then I'll probably do a vote for either Kitten, Goth Rocker, or the Master of Possession that I want to paint a Skeletor. Helbrecht, I can't paint the Titan. I've said this many times before, it's out of my control. And I was literally, before I started stream, hello Xerxes, hello Megans, I was literally discussing with Ickbard, saying I was working on my Knight Asterius and I'm just looking at it, I'm like, god damn it, I want to paint it so bad, but I can't.
It's true, I was there.
For real, for real.
I was the Ickbard.
Yes. But yes, let us begin by working on this by some more. Hello Skeleton, how are you?
Now for me, I'm currently painting my, I'm repainting my Celestial Lions. What I originally did was, I did my Firstborn as gold.
Yeah.
Skeleton, we tend to do more of the Monday streams for the Euros.
Yeah, so Monday is a Euro Bro stream, because I also have some European viewers and they're saying you never stream early again, so I'm like, okay, I'll start streaming early again. And hello Smasher. What happened to those GW announcements? Sadly disappointed. That's all I gotta say. The new Custodes looks like it was supposed to be a squat model.
It really does.
Yeah, we were. It probably what it was. It was originally supposed to be a squat model, and they were like, "Shit, we need to have a model, a Custodes model for the new codex. Quick, make a model."
The shield is cool, and that's about it.
Yeah, and the funny thing,
yeah, the Stompa looks cool.
People are already making better shields, better like kit bashes using the Praesium shields. And I have tons of extra ones, so if I wanted to, instead of buying the new model, I could just make a kit bash, because that's what people did.
It does, at least to me, it says we might be getting the Melta-Spears in plastic, at least.
We would have gotten them with him in that huge box, instead of having, oh, we have way too many bikes, throw them in a box. That's pretty much what they did. Like, shit, we have way too many bikes because they're shit and no one wants to buy them. Quickly throw them in a box.
Make them meta.
Yeah, make them meta, then people will want the box. The orc model is fantastic.
And that's a shame.
The orc model looks cool.
I will get on my soapbox here for a moment, Handy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy models because of the rules. Seriously, guys, don't buy models because of the rules. Buy them because they look neat to you.
Yeah. So pretty. That
you know
box
how badly I wanted to run an all heavy intercessor army in 9th edition when they were ass.
Yeah. Thoughts on the new box sets? The orc one is cool, although I think throwing in the Stompa was one of the we have way too many Stompas. Throw it in a box, and then the same with the jet bikes and the. Honestly, the Custodes box is always a good choice if you're just starting Custodes. But
1,500 points.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's. Is it 1,500 points? I thought someone said it was 1,000.
One of my people in my game store already did the math.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm not buying the box because I already have 6 jet bikes and I have enough. I have enough Custodes Terminators for now, and also enough Garden Wardens. Although another Warden squad wouldn't hurt. Although I don't really need another Warden squad. I love the bikes; they're fun to build and play with. Even stuck in my head, but I want some dreads and plastic. Everyone does. That's what everyone in the Custodes subreddit was complaining about. Wait, why didn't they just make the dreads in plastic? They should have done that. Where's my plastic dreads? GW, huh? Even though I already have. Well, no, I'd want the plastic dreads so I can do the good old all Dreadnut list.
Yes.
I want to make that list, but it's 6. That list is $1,000 if you were to play it in real life by getting everything from Forge World.
So for everyone hearing that, sell your modern decks.
Yeah. Sir Astus Knights. Yeah. Classic Resource. Yeah, but they would have announced it by now, I feel like.
So what's gonna happen is they're gonna announce the price in about like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then I'm probably gonna see if I can find the shield guy on eBay for not a ridiculous price. Custodes can use standard contempt dread. Yeah, but they're ass. Why would you want to use them compared to the other dreads?
It's that meme of Daniel and the cooler Daniel.
Yes, that is exactly.
You tend to go with
meme.
the cooler Daniel.
Right, which faction is close to my chosen avatar on Civ 4? Bard, your services are required.
I'm pulling up
I was gonna say, can you maybe post that as a link in the Discord?
Yeah, the link wasn't working when I tried to click on it for some reason. Maybe it's because it got abbreviated by the Twitch, by the
yeah, it would, but
bot.
here's my problem. If they make plastic dreads for them, I swear to God, if they fucking legends them, I'm gonna be pissed.
You have so few models in your army list. I don't think that's gonna happen, buddy.
I mean, I could see them doing it. You never know.
You can see them doing it. I can also see GW saying, "Hey, we make more mistakes than we admit," but they're not.
Here's the thing, though: are they going to put the Cerastus Knights in the Knights Codex? We don't know that. They didn't let. Yeah, I know, because they wanted to sell them. That's why. That's why they didn't throw them to Legends just yet.
Go ahead and try to figure out which faction is closest given to your chosen avatar. Feline Dominion, the Claw Empire. Is your go-to faction the Felinid Abhumans? People don't know, but that's actually a thing.
Yes, there are cat people in Warhammer. There are also cat people too in BattleTech too.
No, just plain kitten.
Yeah, Emperor has text
He's
speech.
a fan of kitten.
Yeah, Emperor has text speech. That's what I'm turning my Trajan Valoris into.
No, bash the kittens. I'm not gonna bash a kitten. I own one. My
Or
property.
what's this screwed up shit that happened at your job? As long as it's safe for stream. If it isn't, then sorry. No. Safe
As
for
long as
work,
it's not
okay.
gonna get Handy in trouble.
Yes, and also you bastards better have watched the new video. I worked hard on that. And unfortunately, it seems like it's already dead in the algorithm. Fuck you, YouTube.
Oh, yes, the good old YouTube. I think once you start getting back into that rhythm of uploading, you're gonna get more views.
Kind of am. I am in the rhythm of uploading. Hello, Slendy. Hello,
Not
Oxy.
immediate.
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
I'm probably gonna start working on another one of those lore and rules videos this week.
Gotcha.
I think I'll do
That voice thing for that one thing. Did you want that those lines to be changed at all after what I told you about, or just keep it as is?
Are you talking about the funny one that I did? The Lord Solar one?
The Scottish voice I gotta do. That one is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's if we do the Lord Solar one.
Well, don't spoil it.
That's everyone already knows about it.
Unless you
I've
want
talked
to tease
about
it.
That's if I even do a Lord. I'll eventually do a Lord Solar video. I'm probably gonna do either Warlord Titan video or like some other character video of a character I know. New one about the Shark Boy. Yeah, thank you for watching it, Skeleton. Hello, David. New video. The most recent video included stuff. Yeah,
What's
I
up,
watched
Giga
it.
Chads?
Our company to turn you off the daughter's business for over a year. Model goes on foot. That would actually be a funny thing to do, is like if the bike is destroyed, then they dismount and you now have a custodian guard.
These people who were gonna buy solar canceled their contract, but they're getting legal action against them by the financier. Turns out the prior representative, who is no longer with the company, signed a new finance agreement, causing the power company to turn off the daughter's business for over a year. Well, that's not a slam dunk case for lost funds. Or loss of revenue, I should say.
Yeah.
Good lord.
No lawyer would ever take up that case. Oh wait, I've remembered, I need to turn on my air purifier and also open my window real quick, so I'm not huffing them glue fumes too much. Be right back. Oh,
He's just
shit.
huffing that copium, ladies and gentlemen. He signed it as the customer, but he fled the country for some other reasons. Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm laughing, but that's terrible, Xerxes. Of course, the motherfucker fled the country.
Okay, there we go.
Back, buddy.
I hate how you have to post every day to get any traction. Not necessarily every day, just like pretty much every week is what I'd have to do. And I feel
It's
like
every week, and there have to be YouTube shorts that have links back to the video.
Yeah, I still have to do a link back to the Ty Ross video. I'm probably gonna do that today and post it tomorrow, I guess. Number one was yeah, I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow.
Meanwhile, I was just sitting in bed going, with the music that I've chosen for this channel, I wonder if I can write the script to time with the crescendo for things I really want to put an emphasis on.
Probably you gotta make sure the the music you're using is also copyright free.
Do I look like I was born yesterday? I appreciate the concern.
Okay, just making sure. Don't need to get a copyright strike already.
Be like a badge of honor.
Not really. That's bad because then they push you out of the algorithm.
Like I'm in the algorithm anyways.
Yeah, what if you get in the algorithm?
If I get in the algorithm, I'm pulling you with me, bitch.
MD1. Where the fuck is that part?
No.
There it is. Why are they all on different screws? I hate this. It's so dumb.
Ickbard was born yesterday. If yesterday was 500 before Christ.
Hello, zombie. How are you? Welcome back.
How you doing, zombie?
God.
The count is a 17.82. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm
Kilowatt.
gonna say kilowatt because energy.
Yeah.
$200,000 account financed at 9.9 APR.
Since knows Igor, so old my mother knew him in school.
Oh, you just sliced your finger pretty deep. Oh, that's never good.
Oof. Oh boy, trip to the ER. Let's go. In Canada, they'll just tell you to die. In Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of cringe news, are you ready for the first installment of cringe news, Handy?
Sure.
So one of the British Museum of history, architectural history, had an exhibit going on that was all about artifacts of the Roman Empire.
Hello,
What's
Mika.
up,
How are ya?
Mikazuki? And they posted on Instagram. They followed the meme template of the joke about if you want to meet a guy, just look lost and confused in a Home Depot, and he'll help you.
Hmm.
They said if you now ladies, if you want to meet a lovely man who knows his history, please just go around our exhibit looking lost, and someone will be more than happy to help you. And a lady took a snapshot of that and went to Twitter. And she is a PhD. She's a doctor, but not like a medical doctor, but a doctor nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Has a doctorate.
A doctorate in archaeology, saying, "Man, it's so crazy seeing these Nazi overtones in this Roman Republic artifacts."
What the fuck? Did they get
To which then
lambasted on Twitter,
everyone
please?
immediately started dogpiling on her, saying, "You didn't deserve that degree you got."
No, they didn't. This is why having a degree
There
does not
isn't.
make
She
you
just
smart.
has brain rot.
These fake cave paintings have shade of nuts. God dang it. I'll just clap to the Irish
you gotta love
Parliamentary
it.
Party. Don't abbreviate that.
Wrong. Disregard the Roman Empire. Acquire knowledge of the collapse of the Irish Parliamentary Party. Don't abbreviate that. Because it's gonna say pee-pee if you do.
Yeah.
Hee 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 hee.
Hee hee ha ha, we're adults, we pay taxes. 50 Shades of...
Does she not know about the Holy Roman Empire and the Nazis were trying to ape their aesthetic? So Xerxes.
These are just people with lots of books, bro.
It's a funny thing you say that. That's an actual phenomena that's been marked through time. One of my favorite historians, he's a YouTuber on YouTube. He goes by the name of Age. He has a phrase he likes to use. It's so convoluted, only someone with a diploma could think of it.
Hello, Sindri. How
Hello,
are you?
Sindri. And so they got dragged. And for our second piece of cringe news, someone took a photo of a pit bull. You know, the velvet hippo. You know, the definitely never bites babies' faces doggy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they drew furry art of that dog as a black person with dreadlocks and an onk.
Ah, I see. That totally didn't go over well.
And then Twitter came together, and there's just this solid unification Thank you, Oxy. It's amazing. Hide your toddlers, yes, David. Also handy, Padaru.
I mean,
Um,
there's no Padaru. It ain't July yet. There's no free ones yet. It ain't July.
That's fair, Matt. Very few people are like growing up. But yeah, she drew that art, she posted it, and everyone then started dunking on her to the point where she actually muted the tweet going, "Guys, it's just a drawing, God." She gave him the Killmonger haircut.
Paycheck, every HR person is fucking out of their mind. Yeah, because when people get a degree, they get a lot of them get the holier than thou kind of attitude, is what I've noticed. It's like, oh, I have a degree and you don't. I'm better than you.
God, the Wendigo themed doll thing. Yeah, Rooster Teeth, this is our Rooster Teeth reference for the stream, had the same problem where they were gonna bring in a new Grim monster. I think it was for season 9. Also, YouTube chat is asking you to have a fantastic fucking day, baby. She nodded her head. In Rooster Teeth, it was a fuck, what was it? I think it was actually the Wendigo type of Grim Monster 1, but they didn't choose it because monocultural appropriation, even though they had the Nuclavy, which was of Celtic, origin, and all of them are Anglo-Saxons, not Celts. All right, David,
Okay,
the Wendigo. See?
David, get it. Yeah, but the thing is, though, the other one that I'm not gonna name is actually still very, very much ingrained in the culture of Native Americans even today, as you can tell by me not mentioning its name.
It's daylight hours, motherfucker.
I don't give a shit.
That's like going beyond. That's like wearing 2 face masks.
If I hear a whistling out at night, I'm bringing out the gun and putting the thermal scope on.
Do you think a Wendigo has body heat?
Huh?
Do you think a Wendigo has body heat?
You do realize you can just invert it so it picks up the coldest thing, right?
But if it doesn't have body heat, it's gonna be part of the ambient temperature of outside, regardless of hot or cold.
Motherfucker, everything puts off heat. No matter if it's cold-blooded or not, you can still tell.
But it's technically... Thank you for ruining my hypothetical for chat. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I see you.
They ain't getting no hypotheticals here with that shit.
Do you think it's antlers pop off and grow in the seasons like deer do?
I don't know. I don't care. If I ever see one, I'm gonna shoot it. Oh, fuck, Blanc.
How you doing, Blanc? In a fight, right, Constant? Right, Constant?
The Anakin Skywalker meme.
David, you've been beat. Constant. The joke is, it's like, man, I could take on 5 guys in a fight, right? Right. So yeah, right now I'm white woman on Twitter. Cultural appropriation in my opinion, is not a real thing. It is a term, or not a negative thing. It's the way it's implied and the way it's used does not befit the actual action. The idea that someone can take from my cultures, American cultures, and then normalize it amongst themselves, I think is a great thing. It's a great thing to celebrate in the same way that Japan will celebrate people celebrating their culture. We're not taking credit for it. Like, if you want to see people taking credit for shit they never did, just look at the constant war of culture in Asia, where, like, 5 years ago, a friend of mine wrote like a college thesis on the bullshit that China has caused for trying to steal like Korean culture. Like, he was talking about kimchi, saying, I fucking hate kimchi. I think it's the most repulsive thing. But damn, if China thinks they're gonna steal that cultural benchmark from my people, culture to push people down, handicap people down the stairs.
Fuck you, David.
So the idea is ridiculous. If you're just gonna like make fun of it, that's tasteless. Like, if you're making fun of it simply because the person's different, that's tasteless.
But stealing shit is just a part of China's MO at this point.
It is. China did something wrong? No way. It's like we're just really the embodiment of rare China W in this. It's rare because it never happens.
Yeah.
What's up, Pone? And who you calling daddy?
Pone. I don't want to know.
I do. I asked. Lovely communisms. It's their culture to steal and fake everything. I bet they stole the Great Wall of China from the Mongols. Cultural appropriation. Damn, people got funny words for sharing ideas. Oh, he's calling no one in particular daddy. Fatherless behavior detected.
Wow. I hope we don't glue this now by accident.
Yes, Constantinos. There is an ongoing joke about white women most affected when it comes to cultural, social, economic things. It's just I mean, mainly in America, and I'm assuming in Western Europe, mainly for one reason. Most of the women are the people who stay home all day and they take care of stuff. So TV shows and talk shows while they're home working on shit, or just coming home from dropping off their kids at school or whatever, will appeal to them, and they'll appeal to their frustrations, and they will make them appeal to frustrations they never felt frustrated about to begin with. I had to go to the hospital somewhat recently, about a month ago, I'd say. Mrs. Ickbard ended up pulling a muscle, and she needed basically medications for the relaxant so she could walk and breathe. And we're stuck in the urgent care wing, and we're watching daytime TV, and it's literally all the stupid talking points that we make fun of on Twitter. We're going off to the medic for stitches. Good luck, zombie.
Jesus Christ.
But as we're there watching the TV, it's legitimately propaganda. They even bring up the pink tax. Remember that from 2016, Handy?
Yeah, and a bunch of the stores that tried to do that eventually closed down a year later.
Yeah. They were talking about it's still a real thing. And it's oh my god, I get why all these women have terrible takes. Because these shows that are catered to them treat them like morons.
Quote unquote, The View. Case in point.
Not just The View.
that's catered to women to go back to innovating fridges where the fridges look fucking futuristic and have cool compartments and stuff. And why
Like-
the fuck don't our fridges look like that?
That's base, baby. An absolute fridge queen.
Twitch can't get me. Twitch can't get me here. Can't ban me twice.
Yes, they can. It's called ban evasion.
Put Doom Eternal in the Samsung smart fridge.
It's not wild that you could do that.
Yeah, I know. I need to lower the music.
You're
to get
shadow
too
banned
loud.
on anything you make. Well, that's what happens when you speak out against the Queen Pokemon.
Watch Space. Yes, I watched Space King. It was funny.
Space King!
Space King.
Dude, that ending bit where they made fun of Has-Been Hotel was
Yeah.
one of the funniest little bits.
That was funny.
Also handy, look behind you. There's no Wendigo, I promise.
Bang bang.
Into the room. I know you want it. Bang, bang, all over you. I let you have it. Shout out to all two of you who know what song I'm referencing.
Space me to Space King.
No, getting relics is gay. You should go out and kill things and find Space King. I know what you've done, Terrence. Homie is racked with survivor's guilt.
It just sucks we're never gonna see the end of the Black Templars furry crusade thing probably now. Since they swapped to that.
That's fair. I remember when that was on the radio all the time. McBard, thank you, Xerxes. It said a dozen times. What do you think? What do you think it's gonna get you? Yeah, it's going after me. Ickbard remembers when the radio was invented. That was true. That was true. I learned that. In my history class. Therefore, I remember it.
I remember.
No lie detected. I remember. We used to listen to the radio in Harlem, hearing that new jazz and swing music coming around. There was these two dapper boys. They'd dress up in fine suits, and then they would begin to freestyle and dance, and they would swing around, taking all these improvisational dance moves from the swinging 20s, and then they added ground moves to it, and doing flips in full suits and ties.
Having fun.
That good enough for you, Constant?
Cover any of it because it means the crusade never ends. Yeah.
Of course, and then they added the skibbity toilet, and the radio was never the same. Xerxes, that's cold as fuck. Oh God. Okay, I'm putting that in base ticks. I don't give a fuck. It's not even because it's referencing me. It's just fucking stone cold hilarious.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Can I get a hell yeah? I think the children like buying V-Bucks. I don't know. I'm not a child. I'm a
All
man.
I know is that the Skibbity is it's pretty much just this generation's Gmod idiot box, but worse.
Why is it worse?
I don't know, cause dumb.
But idiot box was dumb. It's literally in the name.
Yeah, I know, but idiot box was actually funny.
Who's to say Skibidi Toilet isn't funny?
Based off the clips that I've seen, it's not very funny.
Damn, you got me there then.
Your cortexes have developed now. No, I've gone back to watch Idiot Box episodes and they still hold up. And also, the guy that made it isn't exactly very well liked in the Source filmmaker community.
Why? Because he stole all the spotlight?
No, because when people tried to make Source film using the stuff he made, he copyright strikes them.
Oh, that's a little...
When a lot of the stuff people can make themselves like, oh, I made this. Like, I came up with putting a head in the toilet sort of thing. So it's mine.
I can kind of see where he's coming from here, and let me give a defense here before people jump down my throat on it. If you are known for creating a specific type of content using open source stuff to where it's now imitating what you actually do and trying to leech off of what you've already made.
No, this isn't them leeching off sort of thing. It's just like, oh, it looks remotely like anything he's made.
I don't know.
Think of it as like just basically being a patent troll, like Harmony Gold or
that was
Disney
proven false, is what Jamie's saying.
Was?
That's what the person on the internet is saying.
No.
All right, guys, hear me out. We go back to 2014's Kill Scott Cawthon holding back mascot horror for a bit. Maybe Skibidi Toilet may not have been made. Nah, Helbrecht. We're not going back in time to kill people. Too messy.
That gamer, no. It's an event that needs to be wiped from the internet. And then also the Sweet Baby Ink Curator group is now really exploded in popularity.
Yep, 100,000 people, over 100,000 people. It is now the biggest He is now the biggest curator in Brazil.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, Sweet Baby tried to dox him.
Yeah, and only made it worse for them. Tried to dox them for information he got off their website. Claim to be for minorities, doxes the minority. Wait. That's not how that was supposed to work.
He's the wrong type of minority. He's not an American minority.
What is a timestamp? Brazilians are the majority in Brazil.
Ikbar doesn't even overcharge his plasma. I mean...
He overcharges his credit card.
I overcharge tech. Shut the fuck up. I wanted to have that anti-B charged buff when I play against your Custodes, and it didn't work, okay? I was teching out, okay? I wasn't going into debt. I never met a Brazilian that wasn't from Brazil. Damn you, right? What is a timestamp? So timestamps are usually the code you'll see in a video. Like right now, if you hover over the video here, because it's live, it does it in backwards, but like, let's say if you look at the center of it, you're roughly at -25. That's -25 minutes, like 25 minutes in the past. That is a timestamp. And when you're on that and you can share links, it'll ask if you want to add the timestamp, and that is basically the exact second that you wanted to share that video at.
Yeah.
Rhetorical? Too bad. I answered it.
There ain't no rhetorical questions in here. We just answer them. They're called questions.
It's called autism, son. Look it up. Yeah, if you guys wanted to see why video games are fun, There is a thing called the DEI, which have a scoring index, which then can be used to push. My understanding is to push investors away or towards certain companies, showing that they will flourish economically. But the DEI is owned by BlackRock, you know, those guys who bought all the housing. So they're trying to basically have a credit score on businesses for investors so they can control who makes money and who doesn't. So if you really want to put the tinfoil hat on, you could say BlackRock is trying to force shitty video games to be made because they want that to be the standard.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to be the standard.
Oh yeah.
Because when you make a shitty video game, oh boy, do people know about it really fast.
No. There was a dev
Yeah.
that said when Baldur's Gate 3 won the GOTY,
Yeah.
that we as gamers should not want that game to be the standard because game developers will never be able to meet that standard.
Yes, they can. It's called spend more than
so
a year on their goddamn
developer said
game.
that.
Quit making better games than us.
It's called spend more than a year making your game.
They spent what, like 3 years on Baldur's Gate 3 or something like that?
Yeah. It's called spend more time making your game better than don't make it a piece of shit.
Alrighty, I'm watching this video now in the chat for general chat in the Discord.
Called more than spaghetti code.
I hate the fact that game developers don't compress their files anymore.
Looking at you, Ark Survival Evolved.
Looking at you, all the Call of Duties for like the last 5 years.
Yep. Call of Duty peaked at Modern Warfare 2.
Argue Modern Warfare 3, but Modern Warfare 2 was a banger.
Somebody don't pump out battle. How's it going, Jedi Survivor? Yeah, I know. I still forget I have that game. I don't even know if I can even play it still. I don't know if they fixed it.
Where they fucked up the optimization.
Yeah. Can I even play it yet? I don't even know if I can play it.
Okay, this video you sent me, it's asking me demanding that I dare to dream. And dare to create. I'm currently doing that right now. I have a model in hand, and I have a paintbrush in hand. So, Bulwark, is that just a game? You know a person, you remember a person who had a dream, same constant. Oh God, Ghost. You mean the thing where they literally beat for beat stole the animation from Modern Warfare 3? What's up, Blanc? Go build stuff up to like 600,000 structures or something. Okay. Is the big new mech going to replace the normal mech mini? I don't know. Poninator, I am currently painting up my Celestial Lion Space Marines.
Whoa, what is he talking about?
He's spelling mech in the orc way, so...
Oh.
I like how the second you heard the word mech, you were like, catchphrase? Yeah, Pone. So I'm at least Ghosts had passion put into it, and they used actual Cold War era thinking for their super weapon, which was neat.
That was the
I'm painting
Rods
up
from God
Celestial
one, right?
Lines. Yeah, Rods from God.
Dropping titanium rods from space. Titanium telephone poles.
But yes, my Celestial Lions, I originally painted them like a dusty gray because I didn't know any better.
Is it on another
And
sprue again? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh my god!
And,
Finally, the parts I need are on the same sprue.
then I painted my firstborn all gold like, and I went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna paint my Primaris golden too. So I'm slowly working on repainting my Celestial Lions. As a project thing, I'm gonna be going like ankles, going neck deep into my Votan soon, but it's just like it feels hard starting a new project. And while I've been slowly
Yeah.
working on individual units for them, it's like there's something that doesn't feel fun about painting them. I'm trying to figure out why.
What, painting a large unit?
No. Votan, the army itself. I don't know why I'm not enjoying painting them.
I haven't painted one, so I can't tell you. If I was, I could probably tell you why. Which is why I haven't painted many Space Marines lately. This is all pretty much the same. They all look the same, but with a different gun.
Ick, riddle me this. Do you have a Dubaku model? I have a Terminator with Stormbolter and Power Sword. That is my Ikeni Dubaku.
Deep Rock
Am I going to
Galactic
paint them
Horse.
as... No, I've actually have a paint scheme that I've been painting them as. Thank you, Jamie.
You know what would have been cool that
that-
GW should have done? Make that really big Forge World model, the squat Forge World model, a Botan model.
Yeah.
That would have gotten me into squats immediately.
Oh, same. Yeah, if you want Votan lore, you gotta get the new Dawn of Fire book, which apparently, I don't know, I've heard good things, I've heard bad things, but I haven't heard
the lore.
The lore. But I haven't
The
heard any,
lore.
like, actual things about it, you know what I mean? Just opinions. Which tells me the book doesn't really have anything going on. It's just kind of there, regardless if people like it or not. But if you want lore, in the Brian
Why did
Nexus,
this
and then they
not work?
released...
Why did that not work? What the heck?
What's the origin for both our character avatars, Handy? Go ahead, you can start.
Mine was I needed an avatar for my YouTube and also live streaming because originally I used a PNG of there it is. I'll throw another one in for you. It was a PNG of the Terminator Chaplain Tarantus. So I needed something that was legally distinct because I was getting close to monetization on YouTube, and I didn't want to get DM. I didn't want to get hit by GW because right now I'm gonna all the creators on YouTube that are like using stuff that looks like Warhammer 40k. They are just one dumb GW decision away from having to change a lot of their stuff, unfortunately. So I decided to take the route,
if not paranoid.
Yeah. So I decided to take the route of, okay, I'm just going to be ahead of the curve in case that ever happens, but still be like off brand of it. Mine.
For me, 2 years ago, I created a YouTube channel that was being produced by someone that I'm no longer associated with. And I wanted us all to have unique art of like us as like our this is our in-character person kind of thing. So it could be brandable, recognizable to individuals, and so for thumbnails I can actually use them as like little mascots for our armies, showing off the character art, which would then get people interested because it would be a unique and distinct thing to see compared to just some random overweight white dude and a very tall Englishman in the thumbnail, which, you know, there's already enough of those for battle reports, and I want to be advertised differently. That's where this art originally came from. But now it's just kind of like my default art. This and my Fedfarius PNG that I created, which is an emote in the server.
Yes. Dismantle the Inquisition.
Yes. I'll give you one guess what the hat originally said.
I don't know.
Dismantle the IRS.
Oh.
I went,
Okay, I made Warhammer content. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it is just, we are one dumb decision away from GW saying that you can't like use anything that looks like our characters as like your character sort of thing.
Classic Ickbard moment. I mean, you're by definition correct.
Yeah. So just getting ahead of the curve. Ugh.
You've been ahead of it for several years now.
I smell blood of Ickbard the Englishman.
I have English in my lineage, but I will never consider myself an Englishman. I hope you can understand the nuance in that.
Okay, time to get out more of these.
Your American accent is pretty good, not gonna lie. I am a man who speaks English, but I am not an English man. You do bleed baked beans, I know that much. I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I went to a English restaurant on Saturday and I got a shepherd's pie.
Was it shepherd's pie?
Yeah, it was shepherd's pie.
So you got lamb, yeah?
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then my parents got they got a tomahawk steak, and apparently it was the biggest tomahawk steak they ever made. I think it was like, they said it was 5 pounds.
Oh, I'm hard just thinking about that, dude.
Bro, my dad made steak bombs the next day with them all. It was so good. And the good thing too, it was a flat fee for the tomahawk steak too.
Oh my god.
Imagine if it wasn't. Imagine if they charged by the pound.
They did. You'd be having to like lease to own the fucking meat at that point. Maybe put your porphyrin up for like, hey son, I fucked up. No. Daddy's got to sell your toys on the internet to pay off the steak.
No, not my knight that I bought for myself years ago with my own money.
Hey son, I bet you're now feeling way better that I didn't buy those guns for you.
What guns?
Exactly.
I had
you
can
barely buy beef here. You only have ground beef and goulash beef. Muscle, no fat whatsoever. I'd be so down being able to buy just muscle only meats, because, you know, when you cook, that shit don't matter. If you're grilling, it really does matter.
Gotta use propane.
Bobby! Use the propane! You turned off your propane guidance system. Is everything alright, Luke?
My finishing move, propane.
Clean burning fuel in hell. Son, I'm sorry to say, but those guns I got for you fell off our family boat in the nondescript lake. And in unrelated news, the IRS is looking into us. No, it wouldn't be the IRS. It would be the ATF.
I don't think they found the dog full of tannerite yet. The fake dog full of tannerite.
Do you think they'll fall for it again?
I don't
Let's
know,
find out.
maybe. Hey, thank you, Black Roses.
Black Roses.
3 months as a Custodian Shield Captain.
3 months of mistakes. Let's keep it going.
Woo!
Hit with that Ric Flair. This guy's all nice and golden.
I like gold.
I love pastrami. Pastrami and corned beef are based.
Oh, I'm gonna imagine when I do pick up some of the two thin coat Spencer, you're gonna want some of the gold color, right?
Probably.
Because
Just-
better than
Just
it's
to
way
kind of
better
compare
than
it with my other golds.
it's way better than it's Retributor armor, but way better.
So what I'm using right now is I'm using bright gold from Army Painter.
Ah,
I misheard that as dock full of tannerite, and I was thinking you were going to start industrial fishing.
I mean, fish blasting is a thing. Dynamite fishing. I mean, it's more humane than normal fishing because they just die instantly from the shockwave. Because for those that don't know, explosions are more dangerous in water.
Yes.
Same reason why you don't want to be in the water when there's sonar going off.
Yeah, it kills people.
Yeah, your insides will be liquefied. That's how you get minced fish. That's just how you get canned tuna, but the faster way.
And I get something sporty, like a tuna. Shout out to the best Disney movie, in my opinion, or at least hand-animated Disney movie.
Stolen by the Chinese Navy. The Chinese Navy? What Chinese Navy? I mean, the Chinese Navy that supposedly has over 1,000 boats when they count their fishing boats as a part of their Navy?
They do have those submarines that aren't to fuck with, at least.
No, there's
The Type 92s?
those, we know where all those are.
God bless America.
Seem like we always know where Russia's aircraft carrier is. Import for repairs.
We're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah. Unless
Flip
it gets
Billy
some...
a few more rubles. Degloved Tuna sounds like a punk band that never got out of the garage. I'm not even a punk band guy, but that I'm just spitting here. That
Some
sounds.
Chinese ship is still salmon from Alaskan ships. Yeah, and now the
They touched the boat.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that all those crews are gonna be armed now, and I think they also sabotage their nets now too if they find they're Chinese. Cause yeah, don't fuck with the Alaskan fishermen.
It's just like talking about the South American bush pilots all over again. If God wanted the Chinese to take our fish, so be it. But you know, we'll be here.
With this very, very convincing Bofors cannon.
First these nuts.
Russia has T-55s. Yeah, I know they do. Soon to be T-54s.
That was funnier in your head. I'm gonna be real with you, King.
Well, no, because Nin said they have T-55s in Ukraine. I'm like, yeah, now they're gonna, and soon to be T-54s because that's how far back into their stockpile they're reaching. They're reaching for tanks that were made in the 50s. Technically the 40s, late 40s.
They should just be reaching for the white flag.
Yep.
How many?
Because Ukraine
how many,
now has
like, Russian?
discretionary spending on their side.
Well, they're losing it now, actually.
Yeah.
We gave them like over $1 billion, like multiple billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Did you see that report that showed that Ukraine has 14 CIA operation sites in it? Like 11 of them, they were made in 2014, and it's
No,
only
but
just now being.
I did see the report that they had no idea where the money was going that we were giving them. Like they lost it, quote unquote.
Yeah, people forget that Ukraine, while Ukraine is justifiably the victim here, it is so known for its corruption. Legitimately, Zelensky was a comedian who starred in a daytime TV show sitcom about a school teacher who becomes the president of Ukraine because of how corrupt it all is. He then ran on that and became the president of Ukraine because of how corrupt it is. Just because he is the leader now doesn't mean it isn't corrupt. It just means there's a guy with a sense of humor there who kind of gets how fucked up things are.
Yep.
The building blocks were in place already for him to be in a corrupt position because the position was corrupted regardless of the leader.
When art imitates life.
Indeed it did. Indeed it did.
Yep. Oh shit, that was close. I almost put screw on the gears.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yep, that would have been real bad.
Oh yeah, much better than the last dude. To say otherwise, I would have to be paid to say that, and I would have to give a part of my pride and dignity to do so. Yeah. Not saying he's a bad guy by any measure. I'm saying the position he's in is a certified corrupted one that we already have seen in full swing when it's actually like run by an evil person. It's just when you have a bunch of blocks around you that are there to help you with your power, and they're all ran by, or like they're all operated by corrupt individuals.
Depends on hand-me-down equipment in Ukraine has turned international joke. Yep. Well, I mean, Russia has always been a paper tiger.
We made equipment based off of the threats they gave us. It really makes you wonder now, looking at the Cold War, if it ran hot, how fast we would have demolished them. Yeah. It wouldn't have been an issue about how close it would be. It'd be an issue about our logistics of how many guys can we really throw at this thing.
Oh god. But yeah, but now this also makes us realize that China's probably a joke too, because they got most of their shit from Russia.
So Nini, I'm gonna be real with you. We don't have a parliament. We have a multiple tiered system of government. So you would have to specify about Senate, Congress, and special board hearings. Because we do stratify our power very widely due to the size and complexity of our country. Yeah. We were kind of prepped for it to begin with, if I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
The Senate, okay. Yeah, Senate level would make sense. It's based off the 2 representative standard compared to Congress, which is based off population needs. decentralized. Well, we do have a centralized government. We have multiple layers and hoops to jump through. You're not wrong, but that's not what we're talking about. It makes you wonder how our country would run if people who were starving were in charge. Like, regardless if they were actually valid for the job or not. I just want to see that experiment play out, you know? I thought the Senate was thrown out when we reorganized into the First Galactic Empire. I mean, the Empire, if you watched, what was the show? Endor? Yeah, Endor? Or Alderaan, whatever it was called. They still have a Senate there.
My dad came in looking for LR44 batteries. I couldn't find any. I know I had some because it's the ones I used for my nights.
Damn.
Oh. You're 50 states. Constitutional republic, not democracy.
We are a republic. However, we have shifted into a democratic republic.
A threat to my democracy because I don't agree with what you're saying. I hate people that say that.
Did you see that, like, that MSNBC article talking about how the First Amendment is dangerous because it could lead to cults?
You mean like the people that are acting like a cult on news? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what say the MSNBC. Yeah.
Yeah. MSNBC, CNN, Fox, all the news stations that aren't really news.
Any place that runs, like, my rule of thumb is if any place that runs 24 hours, like, content, I'm not going to trust. You are there to produce content. You are not there to actually tell me a thing. That's why I prefer getting my news from people who only have, like, let's say someone has, like, Handy, if you have all day to get through your checklist of things you find interesting or important, you're going to waffle and fill time and whatever. But if you have a half hour, by God, that half hour is going to be some of the most tight, concise shit ever to get your point across.
Yep.
I hold that same standard for my news.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things that I enjoy about Twitter is it does, like, get that along. You're going to lose some nuance. However, there are threads for a reason that people make. Because of the limited typeset and number and word count, you have to get your point across, and you have to get it across fast.
Although a lot of people, even though they need to get it across fast, don't exactly get it across as smart. Very smart.
And then you get the fun community notes.
Yeah.
Those are always fun.
They're really fun community notes. No, this didn't happen. This is what actually happened. Shit's so funny when it's on the other foot now. Okay, I think, where is that part? I'm probably gonna do is I am just gonna use the ballistic talons with the bolters. Cause yes, looks cooler.
Based. My argument when someone repeats my entire argument in a silly voice. The funnest way and I know funnest isn't a word, but whatever. The funnest way I've enjoyed when people do that to me is I just go, I don't sound like that. You just play dumb. And they go, well, fuck, okay. I can't really continue with my argument.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Liberty Prime. Photorealistic
fair.
real-time strategy game where all the factions are ants, yes or no? No.
I mean, someone made Goat Simulator. It's bound to happen. And then they proceeded to lose their goodwill by going exclusive to Epic.
Eh,
With
it
their
made the
novelty
money, they
game.
secured their bag.
No, they didn't. They lost money.
Oh, so they spent money to be on Epic, is what you're telling me.
No, they took the Epic money bag, but they lost money when in the process because nobody on Steam was buying it.
Yeah.
Death is preferable
people-
with communism.
if
Yes.
What if they hit a yaha, yes you do? Well, now you've drugged them down to your level, and now you get to beat them with experience, Halbrecht. Ants remind me of when my skin is slightly itchy and annoying. I get that creepy crawly sensation.
Well then, I probably have to wait to sand this down. Woohoo!
Yay. Just piece of advice for anyone out there who paints Space Marines. If you haven't painted Gravis armor yet, I recommend subassembling because the Gravis armor pack looks like you can paint in between all the wedges well.
No, you cannot.
I disagree.
When I painted mine, I saw those. I'm like, yeah, backpacks are staying off.
Yeah, Gravis were one of the first units I bought for my Space Marine army, and that was my second army, so I didn't know anything about that.
I just honestly leave the backpacks off no matter what.
Okay, the premise of having ants commit World War levels of threats to each other over a leaf does sound entertaining.
Yeah.
You got me there. Did you see that game ad that came out where it's like you're in like the 8th century or some shit, some European
And you
like
have a
medieval
gun.
game simulator? But you have a gun, you can have a car, and you're just a time traveler.
Yeah. It's one of the it's like Goat Simulator. It's a novelty game. It's not gonna do that great. Everyone's gonna play it for like a couple hours and then they're gonna be done. Pal World,
I mean,
no.
it's made by a single guy, is my understanding, so he's gonna make bank.
Yeah, he's gonna make bank, but it's not like it's gonna be Lethal Company or any of the other games. Huh.
General, tell me if you play this game based on the screenshots. It looks like Horizon Zero Dawn, but they gave up on the animal aesthetic. Baby, can you confirm?
And why does it look like the
Listening, what?
like AI art?
This looks like Horizon Zero Dawn if they gave up on the animal aesthetic.
And why does the thing with the cat look like AI art? Probably because it is.
Alrighty, well I sit corrected. Thank you, baby. Ninny, the fuck you mean? No, Kiko, that was
AI generated stuff is really close to reality. Hello, Kiko.
Kiko. So Kiko, no. The community day, and it says it specifically in the community day announcements, are specifically an in-server thing. They are meant for people to come together as a community and enjoy an event. It is not something that's going to be made into content. The logistics of that, logistics of having like 20 different people in a voice chat all talking together and making sure that they're not saying shit that can't be made for content, let alone privacy for individuals, normally doesn't work out that way. But thank you for asking.
Yeah, sorry about that. If there's any confusion.
Posted in video games, very interesting gaming premise.
I'm waiting for totally legal Forge World models. Waiting for my totally legal Forge World models. These Forge World models are totally legal. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't need to weigh them or anything.
If someone starts weighing my models, I'm going to physically have a problem with them.
Yeah.
Like, I will physically prevent them from touching my models. Or table games sponsor me. Oh. If only, Nitty. Alright, I need to get a little bit of brown on some of this armor trim, but when I do...
Right this way.
Good lord, that's a huge glob of brown on the little dipper. So, you know how when you open up like a Warhammer, like GW paint pot, there's that weird little scooper thing on the lid?
Yeah.
Does that even have a name?
I have no clue.
Like, you gotta imagine in the patent, it has some kind of, like, proper noun for it.
Probably.
Chinese sponsorships always go well. Like, yeah, look what happened with, you know...
Ninjon.
Blitzchung. You guys remember Blitzchung and that whole Hearthstone debacle? Ko, he's building the Brutalis Dreadnut.
Yeah, I'm building the Brutalis Dreadnut. Building the Dreadnut of Melee. Paint stuff on stream, I don't. Then you need your main arm, maybe paint some armors on stream, so paint stuff that wouldn't paint otherwise.
We were actually talking about that earlier, Kiko.
Yeah. I would love to paint my armors on stream, but the problem is I still need the workshop set up in the garage, and I have no idea when that's gonna happen. I really want to paint my Knight Asterius, but I can't.
Handy would like to paint a lot of things, and it like, if I'll be real with you guys, Handy can't control that.
Because let me just tell you right now, if I could paint them right now, they would be done. Like the Knights and the Titan, they would have been done years ago. Like, that's how badly, okay, maybe not like the first year into YouTube, but like a year ago they would have been painted. So
the reason Handy can't paint them right now is his family will not let him use his airbrush inside the home. They already dislike that he paints inside his room. So they want him to use the garage instead. However, the house that they have other priorities to deal with, as, you know, they've moved in and they're working on the new home. Handy himself cannot physically help at all, so he's at the mercy of his family for when they decide to do something.
Yes.
We get that not everyone knows or is always here to hear us when we explain it in the previous times, but just know, Handy genuinely means it. When he says he'll get to it eventually, it's not his fault.
And it's not a joke when I say that. I really want to fucking paint these, but I can't.
And I'll be real with you guys. The jokes are funny most of the time, but just keep in mind, that's Handy's can't do shit. You think that part of the paint pot is called the tongue? That makes sense.
This is like because over the weekend I worked on the Night is Serious, like doing the modifications to it that I still needed to do to it for the missile bay door to open and close with a magnet. I'm like, this model's so cool. It'd look even cooler if it was painted, but I can't paint it. Throw a random other
Figured out how
chapters
to make decals.
Ah, so are you gonna put the Ultra Smurf symbol over it then?
Put the toilet bowl over a sword.
Yeah. The janitors of Caliban.
That's fucking hilarious.
Templar's cross.
Not gonna lie, having like the sword of Damocles over the Tonic cross does sound kind of cool. I'll give it a $100. The tongue or the lip, fair enough.
What?
No, sweetie. The thing that holds the paint in the paint pot is not the clit. The wargamers would never find it.
Oh God.
But sissy? Okay.
GW is
I'm fine
never
with
gonna
the-
switch to dropper bottles.
I'm fine with the paint pots they use because they hold more paint than the dropper bottles. Would I pay for them? I would like that to change, though.
Okay, that's done pretty technically. I just gotta wait for shit to dry. Time to build some claws. 105. I need to see what the... Seven, are they both 105 and 107? 88 and 89. Are there different... Are there different ones?
Spent so much time
there
trying to
are.
find how many points the units I want have till I remembered Wahapedia exists.
Yeah,
Fair enough,
Wahapedia.
buddy.
Yeah, this thing's just getting Brutalis claws.
The Brutussi.
Five is for that arm, okay. The night laying about so my Brutalis got some legs now. Abnormally tall Brutalis.
I had a friend who did that, and then he gave it to me in part of a lot that I got from him.
Big Brutalis Dreadnut.
What's up, Sherlock?
Oh,
Doing
Sherlock.
all right. Just painting gold on some minis. It's me this time, not Handy.
Yeah, I'm building the Brutalis Dreadnought, and then on Friday I'll start painting again. But I'm gonna leave it up to a vote in the Discord server on Wednesday.
Danny, remember the rule of 3 for your stuff.
Not big enough for him already to use Dreadnight's blade. Oh boy, it's one of those parts where I have to go between the fingers and scrape off the mold lines, yay. I hate
The
this
rule
kind
of
of parts.
3 for Warhammer is part of the core rules. The rule of 3, and I'll get to your question in a sec, Sherlock, dictates, unless it is a dedicated transport or battle line unit, you can only run three copies of the same unit. So I cannot run more than 3 like captains in an army. I cannot run more than 3 Lehman Russ Punisher guns in an army, whereas I can run 6 Cadian shock troop units in an army at max. And recasts Sherlock. I would say about half of my Imperial Guard army are recasts of some variety.
Yeah, there's absolutely no problem if you get recasts. It's just I'm gonna tell you, you're not, if you want to play at a game store that is a GW store, you're not gonna be able to.
You just keep your fucking mouth shut about it, basically, if you try.
Yeah. You shut up. Don't tell them.
How you doing, Tornado?
Hello, Tornado.
Does that rule apply to Apocalypse? I don't know. I don't think so. It's technically a different game.
That GW completely abandoned. Brutalist.
I won't disagree.
Brutalist. I mean, everyone already knows that they pretty much abandoned the Horus Heresy rules, right?
They've been releasing new content.
Yeah, they'll release new models, but the rules, they're not gonna update them very often.
They just released a book about how you can run essentially Apocalypse and Horus Heresy.
Ah. Well then.
In fact, it has detachment rules for basically. And I was talking to my friend about it because he's running Legio Titanicus and Imperial Knights. He said there was no Armiger War tax for building your armor stuff, so he was curious when I brought that up to him.
No more Armiger tax, you say?
He said there never was.
No, there was an Armiger tax. For when you want to play Knights, you have to have at least 2 units of Armigers for every big Knight.
So Hellbreak, what they would do is they would actually weigh people's models.
Yeah. What was the main difference between GW and recast, especially the Forge stuff? I ordered a recast line. It's the type of resin is the difference. Hello, Zaffer.
Good morning, Zafir.
And doesn't really sound like a good morning for them.
Well, it's a good morning for me. Well, good afternoon, actually, because it's 12:04 p.m. on the Pacific Standard Time. So, Sherlock, the difference between Forge World and recast resin is recasts tend to be better quality than Forge World. It is actually a way that GW stores try to figure it out. But real talk, if you just say, hey, I got this used secondhand, and you keep your mouth shut, and you don't go, yeah, you know, I totally got this from there, no one is going to bat an eye. It's sad is what it is.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people thought mine were recast because of how well I cleaned them up.
Yeah, Handy spends way too much time on the cleanup because they aren't just models to him, they're like mini sculptures.
They're a project on their own. So I want them to look amazing. Funny that the Chinese factory workers had better quality resin than GW.
The secret is of the Chinese orphan tears that are put into the casts. They prevent mold slip.
A lot of rocks, metal as parts in their model base increase the model's weight. Well, they can tell from the resin because there is a crackpot theory for Forge going around that the reason why certain things they don't fix is that way they definitely know it's their own model. Especially with all the stupid 3D print lines we're seeing a lot more lately. It's
kind of like how map makers in real life, they legitimately they have they're maps that have fake destinations on their maps, so they can tell if someone who makes their own maps is just copying from them. They point out, this is a fake place. This road doesn't exist here. And then be able to sue them for money.
You want them to look great, yeah. Ugh.
You think they allow them to cry? Yeah, when their hand gets stuck in the machine. That's kind of based, Sherlock. Kind of. Okay, it's not kind of based. That's just fucking cool.
Oh boy, time to cut out all the talons now.
Yeah, Nini, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That all the talons are, is there some on a different fucking sprue? Like, I feel like there's gotta be some on a different sprue. That seems like something GW would do. I need 8 of these. 1, 2, 3.
Why is GW so expensive compared to Recast? Because GW... So GW
6,
has to pay
7.
people to build these sculpts, which costs a lot of money. They have to own the machinery, which is a big opportunity cost. And they have to do a lot of testing, and they have to figure out how to make it all fit on sprues, and how to disassemble it. So there's a lot of
They have
product...
a program for the sprues now.
Okay. Historically, then, Handy.
Okay.
They... For that one specific part, they have a... Basically, it's a lot of risk-taking and such, so they're eating up the risk with the guaranteed profit. Whereas with recasters, they just need a 3D file, they need a 3D printer, or they need some type of mold injection, or sometimes they'll just buy quote-unquote discarded GW molds. So they skip the middleman, and that's why their stuff is cheaper. Plus, just based on the basis itself of, I'm going to make this product cheaper than the actual guy there because I want people to buy my things.
Buy my stuff.
I'll take your entire stock.
Ow, fuck. Pointy talon, jeez.
So yeah, the I guess up until very recently, the how to separate the kit onto sprues. Yeah, sprues, the plural of sprue.
Cost of the makers, and we have to make up the difference.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you want to know the funny thing about Primaris Marines? They just reuse a lot of it.
They do. Chimera chassis it is like half of the vehicles that you can run for the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, since the whole 3D modeling CAD thing started to become more normalized, they reuse a lot of their stuff.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be taken as GW bashing. This is legit just business sense that these people have.
Oh boy, I wonder when the fuck the Knight of Tropos is gonna go get its resin plastic kit so it ain't $400.
Do you think GW will bring UK from economic collapse? No. GW itself is only so big.
I mean, maybe.
A single video game company
Rafu
will get
Kun.
more revenue
I
than
wanted
GW.
to ask some. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to start the hobby but lives in Mexico? Oh boy, where's Soul when you need him?
So if you're
yeah, so starting in Mexico, if
so
you can't-
Mexico, I don't
Yeah.
think you have the America tax there. So that's one thing going for you.
Yes, but economy and value of the peso.
That's true. It's going to be rising at least.
So my advice would be, if you don't have a GW store, if you have access to Amazon, eBay, or actually even Troll Trader, would probably be really helpful
Yeah.
for starting an
Secondary
army.
market is your friend.
Yes.
Before you buy an army, I'd recommend like seeing how they play, seeing how they feel. Like if choose a faction because it looks cool, build your army because it looks cool. But if you're concerned about like being able to actually play the army, I'd recommend like watching battle reports. Battle reports are basically people playing Warhammer against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you can go, hey, I like the way that unit moves. I think that rule's kind of neat. I want to play with that, which is totally valid in itself.
And you're also forgetting the one thing, Ickbard.
Have fun.
No, the other thing, rule of cool. Don't play for the rules.
Yeah, I opened with that.
Wasn't paying attention. Tagged also with effects you're interested in. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, Twitch-based pipe bomb be upon you.
What? Ah, I
Jamie,
see.
just being a dork. Yeah,
I
Rafa,
see.
we're more than happy
Yeah.
to help you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the community, by the way.
Yes, welcome. Pretty sure they got a gifted sub from either Roth or David. Gift the membership, I mean.
That's why I'm
the-
making 24 grot tanks, because it's funny. Someone messaged me not too long ago that they got their ass handed to them by a grot tank army spam on TTS.
Eh.
It was quite the interesting. It was Thunder.
You were
Thunder
killing.
DM'd me like they played their custodies against orcs, which is mathematically supposed to be a dick stomping.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only for match play? Yeah, cool. So yeah, if you're just doing open war games, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. And so I guess
Just-
that Custodes player didn't bring it up in some grab tanks.
He had Thunder had one grav tank, but
Yeah,
he
so
couldn't get
probably-
into position, is what he was saying.
Ow.
Don't know.
You need 2 grab tanks. That's the minimum. Well, no, that's the standard right now. 2 gravy tanks.
I believe the minimum by definition is 0.
Yeah, I know. You want
And now
2
chat
gravy
knows.
tanks when you're playing Custodes right now.
It's a fucking grav tank. Peter, the grav tank is here.
How could it not get in position exactly?
I don't know. He said I could explain why, but it's a long explanation, and I was like,
Explain, we're here, explain. We're
I
all
wasn't
invested in-
there. This was his game. Wait,
What?
I was just reading Ninny's thing. It was like I thought it was him for a second. Who played against Thunder? Wait, let me double check. Who played against him?
Zaffer says hi, Ickbard.
Hello, Zafir. How you doing? Holy crap, Loish. This is just like the time the grav tank was out of stock for nearly 200 days. Yeah.
Ugh. Flashbacks. Vietnam flashbacks. Oh boy, now I gotta figure out
fucking
how I
no,
wanna
man.
fucking position the fingers now. At least after I do this, then it'll pretty much be done. I probably will magnetize the part for the what is it? The bolter and the brutalis talons part. That's the only part I'll magnetize on the arms, probably. See how it works though. Always want to be forgiven if we get a squad of Marines who ride grab plates like skateboards. No, I still do not forgive the squat custodies model. I do not forgive GW for the squat stodies.
Brought tank proxies because they're never in stock in the US. That's fair. I was a bit disappointed that it wasn't a Votan model because we have fewer models in our line than fair fucking custodies have.
Yeah. Well, if you remove our
have like
forward roll, then
11
it's about
units.
the same.
Yeah, we have like 11 units.
Yeah. Hello, Marmu. How are you?
Marmu!
Votan fans, they barely have any lore. Don't mess with the Votan fans, they'll give you a grudging. Votan lore is
Mini, it's
basically
not too wrong.
prophylactic. Yep.
Oh, Donut Operator is being spicy on Twitter, but by being spicy, he's just being himself, which always comes out spicier in text. Funny as hell.
What is he doing right now?
Trolling Joe Biden, like his cronies or whatever staff, faculty, Joe Biden said ban assault weapons, whether the NRA likes it or not, and he says, I'm buying another one today because of this post. Because, you know, Texas, he can actually buy pretty much damn near anything he wants.
I mean, another thing is like, please define what is an assault weapon.
It is a weapon, and I'm assaulting you with it.
Yeah, I know. It's literally an overreaching term. It's stupid. Do I sure love having two Alzheimer's patients as presidential candidates? Yeah, I know. It's weird that it's happened twice.
Halbrecht, I'm gonna be... Halbrecht, I am not of the legal age to become president. The age to become president, minimum age, is 35 years old.
Which is dumb.
But there's no maximum age.
Yes, exactly what we're talking about.
There should be a maximum age.
Yeah, wild boars have been getting even bigger, guys. Like they're filling up the beds of pickup trucks by the singular, like, individual. 45? My apologies. Thank you, Marmu.
You mean retirement age? That everyone agrees on?
Drop it to 25. Oh, God.
No, don't drop it to 25.
Mad Smasher, we had someone win a senatorial race for that in Pennsylvania, or Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but for some reason it looks like he's starting to come back because he's saying a
Yeah,
lot of
he
spicy
started-
things.
He's saying a lot of base shit. People forget just because he's Democrat doesn't mean he doesn't say base shit. He's like old school Democrat where he's like, yeah, I love workers' rights.
No, not just base shit, like him actually, like, you were like, wait, is he recovering from the stroke? He's actually sounding strangely coherent.
Yeah, that's been for like about half a year now. I love Zafir. It's like right here going, no, I want my Zoomers and Gen Alphas in office. Get that Rizzlin Skibby on the Democratic whip. Yeah, Fetterman got some recovery time. His head looked weird for a short time. Anyone notice that? His head looked way different.
Well, I mean, he was recovering from a stroke and probably had a surgery.
That's actually very fair, but you figure you'd see the surgical scars because he's fucking bald, you know?
Yeah.
Jamie, not that old school.
Oh God. Oh shit. Yeah.
For those who don't know, in American history, the only president we've had who's like a proper like doctorate in anything was so racist that he was more racist than the KKK at the time. Oh God, Hellbrick. Mrs. Zickright and I, we no longer call it Pokemon Go. We call it Pokemon Go to the polls.
Thanks, Hillary Clinton.
Thank you, Hillary. And it's just more recently we've been looking at her go, I'm chillin' in Cedar Rapids. Guns, it's been a while, buddy. How are you? We're
Hasn't been
making
a
fun of
while. They
old
were
politicians for being old and cringe.
I mean, it's our right as Americans to make fun of the politicians until we can't anymore.
Say something smart, and that was that old people need to move out of government positions to let young people, because the issues are about the young people, and we don't need more old people in power.
Well, we don't need the old farts because they know nothing about the internet and they try and pass laws on the internet and they know nothing about guns.
So guns. I was making the joke, or we're talking about old school Democrats. Jamie went like, "Oh, you mean Vine boom sound effect Woodrow Wilson?" And I was explaining that our only president to have a PhD was more racist than the KKK.
He ain't making it Barack into office. Is Jover, he ain't making it.
I like, regardless of my views on him and how he is morally, like, especially if you read his daughter's like notebooks that were published, like, regardless of how I feel about him like that, the man is suffering running the country. Like, he is physically degraded to like tissue paper.
Yeah, it's pretty much elder abuse by his wife.
They're kind of old school. It could be fair to say that she's like, no, I have no say in this.
I don't know. She likes to call herself a doctor when she has an honorary doctorate.
Oh, it was honorary? I never knew that.
I'm pretty sure it's honorary. It wasn't like
medical. If it's honorary, then it's cringe.
Pretty sure it was honorary.
Was his holy fuck? Was his PhD in phrenology? Let me look this up.
Pedro Pascal does it work in Star Wars?
He received a doctorate in the history of government from Johns Hopkins University. I would totally imagine he learned about phrenology because phrenology was very much in the thing.
Well, I mean, you mean Joe Biden has a PhD in that?
No. Woodrow Wilson.
Ah, I was gonna say Joe Biden.
But-
I don't know about that with all the plagiarism that's coming out.
That's fair. Never forget the difference. Apothecary is an MD. Apothecary biologist is PhD.
Hello, Yukari.
Yeah, Mad Smasher. I even just said phrenology. For those who don't know, phrenology was used in forensics, and it was kind of fucked up. It was essentially scientific racism. Basically, the idea of okay, I don't want to misrepresent it, so I want to get up the proper definition because it is a terrible thing that was normalized by the world. But basically, the idea of you could tell who was what race by looking at their skull. And everyone had a deformed, fucked up skull except for white people, basically. That was phrenology. And based off of the fact that the way their skull is made, we can then say, well, obviously, obviously this was a Romani. I mean, look at how they have no jaw or some shit like that. And then say, of course they were, a murderer. They were Romani. And like basically just self-justified racism.
Yeah. Just for the SAT was another racist thing.
Affinity or whatever he's I don't know about that one. I did learn recently why the Anti-Defamation League was created, and it's not a happy story.
Yeah, and also now the Anti-Defamation League isn't exactly doing its purpose anymore.
Yeah, the Anti-Defamation League, for those who don't know, basically its purpose is to prevent defamation. People of all walks of life, in theory, are going to get equal representation. They're going to have the facts done right about them so they can have like a fair trial based off the content of the character, not the color of their skin or their religion or their race, yada yada. However, that's not how it started. It was made to prevent anti-Semitism. It was made by a bunch of successful Jewish people who've dealt with anti-Semitism in their past. But it was made in specific to an individual who owned a pencil producing company, who then did some he trying to find a proper way to say this respectfully. He Smash Bros fandomed a kid who worked in his like workshop.
Oh.
And then skipped and then made them oof off into the ether. He was caught red-handed doing this. He then blamed it on a black dude. Most notably, the KKK said a black man would never do this, and then said you were the person who did it. He was acquitted with a life on parole because the judge was in this. The judge went to the same law firm as his lawyer, and the crowd was so angry they lynched him. To which he was given a pardon retroactively because everyone who was lynched by the mobs at that point in time, because it wasn't, the intent was to, like forgive all the black people who were taken advantage of, but he got lumped in with it, got pardoned for it. And immediately after he died, the Anti-Defamation League was created because of all the support that was for him, because they believed it was because he was Jewish.
Old school Democrat. Not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff I've seen lately, I don't think much has changed. I'm just gonna say this right now, yeah, some of the most racist people I met were Democrats.
I've seen it on both sides. I've witnessed it on both sides. You wish your airbrush needle didn't bend? Pocket, I'm going to be real with you. Here's how I deal with it. I crank like I have coils like the standard ovens and like stovetops. I crank that bitch to high heat, let it get red. I get like pliers to hold on to the needle because the needle will get hot, and I roll the tip back and forth
Ladies
and
and gentlemen,
drag
US politics.
so it straightens out because it's becoming malleable that way.
Yeah, the Democrat Party a lot today likes to act like they're not the ones who founded the KKK.
It's true. It's true. That is a fact. The thing is, a lot of the times, I would say outside of like I would say 60 years of history. I think 60 years is a good idea. Like you just get 3 generations worth of history, which is basically your grandparents. Beyond like your grandparents' realm of grasp of like influence and understanding. Hey Helbrecht, what I do in my own time in my own house is my own damn problem. Beyond those 6 years, I try to like ignore it just somewhat, just a little bit, because there's so much more stuff going on in those 60 years that are more relevant to me now. So like, yeah, they did that historically. However, it's beyond me making fun of someone for it. I'm not gonna actually hold any weight with it.
I'm more
The
aligned
founder
with,
of the American
don't-
Nazi Party hated the KKK and loved the Nation of Islam. What the fuck, Jamie? If it weren't for the fact that you were the one saying that, Jamie, I would have called bullshit. Because for those who don't know, Jamie is like going through college courses, learning about history and learning about governments and learning about political parties and all that stuff. So this is his wheelhouse. If it weren't for the fact of his expertise and his personal, I would say, temperament that I've learned of, I wouldn't have fucking believed that. That's fucking hilarious. And that just further goes to that meme of never ask a racist the ethnicity of his wife or girlfriend.
Oh, God. TLDR, everyone in the world is stupid and politics are dumb.
Politics are very cringe. I'm so glad that we don't deal with politics in Warhammer. Imagine someone getting upset and throwing a chair at a motherfucker because you're like, no, Gilliman should attack the Valhallans at this rate. Yeah, I believe I
You
totally
saw
agree
how
with
there
you,
was an
Smasher.
almost argument about communism in the Discord server earlier, right?
No, I didn't.
In Warhammer General.
Oh, that's unfortunate. How fast did that get kiboshed?
Pretty fast because other people were telling them to shut the fuck up.
Oh no. 40k is just listen to me or die, and you have 5 different people saying different things at the same time. Rockwell was a real gamer. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I think we've overstayed our welcome on the political bashing of cringe.
Yes. Okay, so I need 93 and number 90. Thank you for the hydrate, Semi.
Number 15. Burger
And the
King foot
posture check.
lettuce.
Number 93, wherever the fuck that is.
Give it up for day 15.
It's on a different
As
fucking
a-
sphere, isn't it? Okay, no,
As
there
a
it is.
Hearts of Iron 4 professional, internet autist, I know a lot about certain shitty political figures. Yeah, someone already did take the cool iconography, didn't they, Mad?
Refers to torture as an enhanced interrogation technique.
Yeah, Helbrecht, I know what you're talking about. God,
I know what
Jamie,
you're
that's-
talking about too. Oh boy, Kotaku, not exactly the brightest people, and they're not journalists, that's for sure. Although they like to claim they are.
I forgot which major company closed down. Was it BuzzFeed?
Yeah, it was BuzzFeed. Thank fucking God.
How long were they? Like it was like 6 years. They were trying to sell off the company.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll always remember when they went to go fire guns and all those negligent discharges.
Good old try, guys.
Negligent discharge, then starts to bring the gun around and point it at everyone else with the finger still on the trigger.
They weren't making a video. They would have been kicked out of that firing range.
They should have just been kicked out of it immediately anyway. Because usually that's what happens. If you do stuff like that, the range master will kick you out. Basically, he's playing the long game.
Bad Dragon technically sells enhanced interrogation equipment and accessories. Oh,
Fuck.
I know a couple of people who would want those.
The fuck.
Kotaku could have been great.
Well, I mean, it was great at the start, and then, yeah, quote unquote journalists.
But journals.
Remember when journalists actually did journalism?
I know one. I follow one person. I follow like two people who actually do proper journalism, and that is Sophia Narwitz, and I just forgot the other guy's name.
There's one guy on YouTube. He just posted a video yesterday that actually goes out and does quote unquote journalism, but it's actually interesting.
Yeah, he was on the Unsubscribed podcast last week, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I just
don't think
forgot his name.
we're thinking of someone else because I watched that episode. I think I can just go back.
They had Turkey Tom and the other guy.
Tyler Oliveira.
Got it.
Maybe the hydrate. You have to at least yes before they let you in. Usually how most gun clubs are supposed to be hired. I don't know if you talked about it. What's your opinion on the new Shield captain? He looks ugly. He does look short,
like he was
JB.
supposed to be for Votan.
He does look. He looks like he was supposed to be a Votan model. Now I need 94 and number 91. I already cut out one of these. 94. I do not like the new Votan model.
I remember his name out. It was. I follow two actual journalists who do actual journalism. That's Sophia Narwitz and Richard Lewis.
Votan custodies. The Votan Molly is so fucking small. Squat pose is awful.
Yeah, Freedom Lane has rules about boomsticks.
Yes, we do. It's the reason we're not allowed to have the fun switch too.
Yeah.
Although it is unconstitutional to not let us have the fun switch.
Yes.
Remember, people, all gun laws are unconstitutional.
Yes.
And I totally lost my guns in that tragic boating accident.
I live next to an ocean. Fun switch is what lets you swap between automatic fire and non-automatic fire.
AKA the fun switch. Unless, of course, you have a gun that has a binary trigger, then you just hold down the trigger and it goes to full auto. If you just lightly tap the trigger, it's single shot.
Yeah, it's like double action for non-revolvers. It's weird.
Yeah. His homemade rail cannon. I don't know. Let me ask the ATF. Although I think they'd like to see your dog first.
Joke's on them. I don't own one.
Joke's on them. Well, no, that's not a joke. There's a dog full of tanner. There totally isn't a dog full of tannerite somewhere on my property.
And for all you Discord mods out there, there definitely isn't a Vaporeon full of one either.
Dang it.
I don't know why anyone would need a full auto weapon. It's not about need. It's about the Constitution is specifically not about your need or your want or your personal taste. It's about your right to have it, regardless if you want to exercise that right or not. Similar to your freedom of speech, where you will have the right to exercise that.
Yeah, the whole thing
is,
of the
yes.
U.S. Constitution is the government is supposed to help you all uphold those rights, but lately they haven't exactly been the best at doing that.
Yeah. The main thing about our Constitution and our amendments, they are rules meant to limit the scope and scale of the government. The guns that we would have is a way to enforce the scope and scale of that government to make sure that they do not oppress you, the individual. That's where the Constitution comes into play, regardless of how people feel about the articles in the Constitution. That's where most of the stuff goes in pocket. People have changed the conversation a bit from about the actual Constitution, and it's been pushed by some folks, unfortunately, to normalize the, well, you don't need this, so you shouldn't have to worry about it being gone kind of thing, when it's about it being there for a rainy day thing, almost like an insurance policy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. The Second Amendment is to keep the government, is there to keep the government in check. And like many years ago, we have tarred and feathered people for less than what they've done today. Like, I think it was a long time ago, some governor raised taxes by like 1% and they got tarred and feathered by the populace.
Called being based. I learned recently that you don't have to have tar to be hot to actually like stick to things. So I thought people were being
get rid of guns
nearly to
apart
death
from
every time it
muskets and
happened.
modern attachments. Let's see an ACOG on one of those. No. That is very cursed, and Brandon Herrera would like to have a word with you.
I own a las musket for home defense.
Yeah. I'm keeping my AR even if it was lost in a boating accident. Or personal carriers. Yeah, so that's why I need this tank.
Quick question about miniature painting. How do you do battle damage chipped armor, but for black? So here's the way that it works. Here's the way it works. No, we're talking about colors right now, Handy. When you look at like a scratch on something, it'll usually have like a grayish kind of like inner layer to that scratch. So when you're doing black armor, you're gonna have, when you're gonna like chip it, you're gonna have those like indentations of like gray streaks, very thin gray streaks.
Our government
You're getting your Doomstalker in 3 days. Good job, Alaric.
Self-serving.
That's fair. That's pretty accurate, Pocket. At least in my opinion, that's accurate. Alrighty, Ninny. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for staying. Thank you for coming.
Oh, wait. I just realized Scruffy is new here. Welcome,
welcome, Scruffy.
Yes. Yeah, what army do you plan to paint if you're still here? Yes is always a valid answer.
And yeah, Mad Smasher, go catch the Bet Knave Dune 2. I've heard good things. Regardless
of how he looks, I still know you're gonna buy it. Yeah. Or I was thinking just Kit Bash, a better looking one. The Custodes model.
Yeah.
Or just Kit Bash, a better one, honestly.
Freedom, run! It's always so interesting watching Europeans be super like, I fucking love America.
Yeah, I know. Or Japan. Be the American Japan wants you to be.
Be the American America Japan thinks you are. Don't like either presidential candidates. They're both out of touch. We need people who are a bit younger, hopefully more functional too. I agree. The problem is the way that people have taken advantage of the political machine is if you're new and you're young, you're hopeful, you're following the ropes of the people behind you to where you're molded to be with them. How would you kit bash that Custodes to make it better, Handy?
Get a warden body. Use a normal guardian spear. Chop off the bolter part. And put a meltosphere on it, because that's literally what the old however the hell you pronounce those spheres look like. They're literally just the bolter barrel swapped out with the melta barrel, and then just use a Praesium shield and either a blade champion helmet or a Virtus Praetor helmet. That's how you do it. Just on
voting for just a party, I think, is antithetical to what is made. I mean, Washington even said, "Do not go into political parties." And we're on painting up some Adeptus Sororitas black armor with the Order of Our Martyred Lady color scheme. I could dig that. Order of Our Martyred Lady is a very fun and easy paint job to do. It's almost like the Black Templars or Black Legion of 40k paint jobs. You paint black, which means you already have your colors done. You just need to do your highlights and your edge lining potentially and your armor trim, which will then make it look amazing, especially if you end up doing stuff like dry brushing before putting on contrast paints. It gives a really cool color grade that I love. You just wrote, but a delay in the chat. Yukari, this is how I make my stuff vibrant. I dry brush before I put on black contrast paints.
It's essentially it's slap chop before slap chop, which is literally just dry brushing.
Bashing your first Grey Knight's Dreadnut? Hell yeah, Semi. Also, welcome to see you back here again.
Yeah. Washington say don't go to Polo parties. We knew they would. Is he stupid?
Jamie. You silly boy.
Thank you for the follow, Scruffy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We're happy to have you around here.
Yes.
Normally we don't talk about politics, but it just kind of came in to where we were shitposting about like how crazy old people are.
Well, I mean, we're not really
airbrushing can help with
getting too far on the politics. We're just saying that politics fucking suck and people are stupid.
Indeed. You are a whimsical forest creature. Okay, furry.
First time, yes, yeah, we I can tell. If you don't know for Twitch, it literally tells me someone is a first time chatter.
I eat skin.
Quickly, someone get the shotgun. I think Jamie might have been taken. That's not
Jamie's
Jamie
a Wendigo
anymore.
now.
Kit bash a Space
How would
Marine,
you
give
kit
them
bash
World
a
War
Space Marine to give them World War II aesthetic? Okay, that's a great question. So let's break down the pieces of a World War II aesthetic. World War II
It
aesthetic
depends which World War II aesthetic you're going for. First off, let's preface that.
I'm gonna go with the generic. We're like a normal infantryman. Oh, Germany. Oh,
yeah. So see, that's why I said let's preface like this first. Of which World War II
so
soldier?
Germany. So if you want to have that aesthetic, I honestly would try to raid whatever Imperial Guard clothing that you could to kit bash onto it. Like, a thing that I like to do with my capes and jackets, if they don't fit a motherfucker because they're too small, like with a jacket, I will cut a jacket in half and then I will like overlay it over another jacket. So it looks like it has like that break in the back to like make it like splay out wider. I do that.
Excuse me.
Additionally, because mainly the Imperial Guard have that Hugo Boss World War I, World War II style aesthetic that will get you 80% of the way there. Another way would be the paint color you would do. I would look at the for your social circle reasons and for my own sanity, I would go with the Wehrmacht paint color and not the Stormtrooper paint color, or the SS paint color. Go straight up just Wehrmacht. Additionally, if you could somehow make their helmets shape like their army helmets, that could help. Field gray or green. There you go. Probably the field gray. Because the green kind of makes people think about the Allied forces.
Yeah.
Or at least the Western Allied forces, where when you go to Russia, it's more of that tanned look.
Oh yeah, speaking. Let's go back to unsubscribe podcast. The Nick's rant on communism.
God,
That shit was funny. Lighting setup do you have for your work here? I'm trying to find something kind of easy, cheap that I can just. Okay, so I literally just have some cheap ass like $10 ring light I got from like a liquidation store as my lighting setup, and then I have a boom arm for my camera that is just in the center of the ring light. I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, I actually have a video of it. It's actually like my setup is on footage on my YouTube channel, like my very first video of what like my desk looks like. It's literally just I have a U-shaped desk. This side that I'm on right now has a shelf above it, and I have the ring light double-sided sticky taped onto the shelf above, like right up here, instead of having it on like an arm or something or a tripod. Then the camera's just pointed
holy
to the
shit.
center of it.
What you did there for your kit bash, that is actually what my friend did for when he was trying to do his Grey Knight Redemptor. Yeah, his Dreadnut Redemptor.
Ah, that is very cool. That is how it should be.
So if he's talking, Yukari, if we're talking about the Wehrmacht did not do anything wrong, I can understand that sentiment, because that is legitimately a military draft into the country of Germany's army, not the SS, which was the people who were actually, Nazis, the political army. The Wehrmacht was a draft, so people didn't have a say joining.
Here's what works. I have a battery-powered 5-inch light twist tied to my microphone boom wall, but it gets the job done. Yup. If it gets the job done, it gets the job done. I also do have a studio light that I could turn on to make it brighter, but I don't think that would really help. I just might make it a bit too bright.
Yeah, they're I'm not saying that they're good guys. I'm saying that when you are drafted, your morality is not valid for the whole thing. If he said that they had 0 war crimes, that they participated in 0 war crimes, that's bullshit. Every army has someone commit some type of war crime.
There's a reason we always make the joke it's only a war crime the first time.
It's never a war crime the first time.
Yeah. Sorry, it's never a war crime the first time. There's a reason we make that joke.
Yes. Like, legitimately. War crimes are literally just part of the kit and caboodle, because while we can say, oh yes, it makes sense that we would not do ABC or XYZ. Yeah, Sherman's March to the Sea. Fucking hell. But when you're on the actual battlefield or things are going on,
what you're saying is you have one freebie.
You get one freebie per event. You gotta be creative. But yeah. So for him to say that's denying reality. So yeah, good on you from distancing from him, Yukari. Then.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Jesus Christ. I know there are some players like that, but my God.
Could be worse. You could be dremeling buttholes on his wolves for his space wolves.
Yeah, the wolfen. Yes, there's actually some people that did that. There was one guy in my old game so that did it to one of them as a joke. He said I only did it because it was a joke. I thought it was funny. Because he's like, I know people are gonna look to see if I did that.
I feel like there should be like a little sign hanging on it saying "Made you look."
Yeah. The claim that the citizens are yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. Can we kind of steer away from the Nazi talk, please?
So how about that Holodomor? Yeah, let's go ahead and shift it around.
Yeah, let's shift gears, please.
So man, Vrax, that was a war crime and a half. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
I was just using China and then just using United States. The war crime was moot.
I sure love my Wolflord and Wolfguard Terminator armor on a Thunderwolf. Does that Thunderwolf have a butthole? Yeah, Warhammer is in Call of Duty, Raph. It got leaked a while ago, and it looks not great.
Yeah, people were saying that that's just it's because it's on a normal soldier and not the Juggernaut, which is what the armor is supposed to be on. Then it would maybe make sense, but I'm still not holding out any hope for it.
They did a Sister of Battle and an Acadian Guardsman skin, and they don't even look that great.
Oh wait, they revealed them?
Yeah, they did. There's the official release now. And Yukari. So what happened was there was a 4chan post of someone who was a furry who played Space Wolves. And he dremeled and painted assholes on every one of the wolves. And this is all alleged because, it's 4chan, so it's, it's probably not real. They then, when people started checking out the models to go, hey, that guy put buttholes on all his wolves, he then ran from the store and never came back. That's the 4chan post that got immortalized.
Richard Silver's gonna
So we make jokes about it.
It's like there's also the jokes about the Nurgle's gift person. Nurgle's blessing. That was also a 4chan post. Where someone that was autistic and liked Warhammer supposedly used their own shit on their Nurgle models. So the store had to be shut down for over a week to be disinfected.
I just saw a terrible meme, and I'm just gonna send it to you, Handy, because
Illuminati.
it's terrible.
Okay.
It's not quite ghost pepper spicy.
Oh yeah, speaking of ghost pepper, my brother sent me some ghost pepper seeds.
I
What
remember
like
when I
ghost
used to
pepper.
have a heat tolerance.
First heard of it. Yeah,
Well, welcome Warpforged to part of the culture of the community. We shitpost. We shitpost so hard.
Well, he's been a part of the community. It's just he hasn't been around often. But yes, we shitpost really hard.
Yukari, I built my Warhammer
Damn it,
community.
Igor, what the fuck? Yeah, no, do not post that in the server.
No shit, you fucking idiot. Why do you think I sent it to you? What, you think I'm asking for permission? I'll post memes if I want to. I'm showing it to you because it's too fucked up.
Yeah. Marine chapter you don't like dead Pagan base.
Minotaurs.
Who Gate Elder player is using weighted dice. Yeah, there's that one. That was last year.
Yeah. But yeah, Yukari, I helped build my community post-COVID where basically it started back to zero. And we've kept kind of a tight eye on people coming in. We have yet to have the braggadocious winner. To be honest, we've only had out of 100 we have over 100 people in our community now. I'd say about 30 of them are active. Just kind of had to take a second to go, damn, that's great. Out of all that, we've only had to kick out one person.
Well, yeah, you're looking at the Book of Grudges.
No. My community, my game store
okay.
the Warhammer community. Like we've only had to remove one person, and they kind of did it themselves.
I mean, we've had to legitimately remove 2 people from the server in the almost 2 years it's been around. Thank you, everyone, for being well behaved.
Any tips or suggestions on how to hold or brace a miniature when painting? Handy likes to wear a glove.
Yeah, and also, if anyone, Warpforge also has a YouTube channel and also an Instagram. He paints some really cool Night Lords. Like, he makes me.
Oh shit! You're going to Mordian's Thanatos narrative event?
He makes me want to start Night Lords because he does some really cool kit bashes.
Warpforge. If you get to actually meet up with him, tell him Ickbard said hi. He knows me. We vibe. Whenever he does his paint stream stuff and he plays the Beast in Black or several songs on there, that's because I was there during the beginning of all the shit.
Ickbard says hi, check.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Warpforge does some really cool Night Lord stuff. Another member of my Legion. Tui raid. I ain't done streaming yet. I don't even know if I can raid him.
He's on YouTube. He streams at 1 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah,
Standard.
I know. Here's the thing. Like I was saying, I don't know if I can raid him on YouTube. I don't even know how to raid on YouTube.
Ready, Warpforge. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how that event goes. I'm sad that I can't go, but I live in the superior country, but you get to be with Mordian Glory, so it offsets. Yeah, Mordian Glory is an absolute sweetheart. He is bona fide a chill dude.
Oh yeah, the collaboration thing I was a part of too. Like people are like, wait, where's Major Kill? And like, and other people are like, you know what happened? I don't think people want Major Kill. Didn't want Major Kill anymore in the collab.
Is it really the superior country if there's no Mordian? Hey, he vacations here, so obviously it has to be better. If I went to a random event, I'd plop the Titan on the table because I had nothing better to do. Based. So what happened was
he did Major Kill against West Hammer, and West Hammer is just a really
and then he realized that
around.
He fucked up and he apologized.
Yeah, but I mean, Major Kill appeals to a certain audience. Like some of it, he like he funny Australian, but like he has too big of an ego since he got more popular.
And he did fess up going, my ego's too big. And Jamie, yes, our country is superior because we don't have Volrock.
I look for the terrorizing Imperial commanders as I've been the Hive Spires assassinate Imperial commanders in Sundertown. Morale in the ranks.
Hell yeah, Warpforge. Fucking get hit send on the murder button. I'm excited. Warpforge, please do take photos. I wanna see you. I wanna see you just like T-posing over people's dead models that you killed. Yeah, the whole thing was he was claiming Wes ripped from him, even though basically the original claim, just for the full transparency. Thank you, Forge. That absolute Giga Chad behavior. Major Kill said when you get into the niche, so everyone has like 20 or so videos that are all about generic topics, but when you get into the very niche ones, it's really telling on who the personality is. Because I made these very niche type of videos here before he did, I think I'm going to say he did this. And whether it's true or not, this is the actual paraphrasing at the end of the video, whether it's true or not, I am going to make a video about this because I am work-oriented and drama clicks are better than friendship with other YouTubers. He full-on admitted to it, and then he went, oh man, I really fucked up. And he made a video, and then before like they even got into the content of the video, he spent about like a third of the video apologizing, acknowledging where he fucked up, and seeing where he's going to better himself on it, and how he worked out stuff with Wes privately, and how he did fuck up whatever there was there between the two of them.
You want to know what I feel like he did? Remember when he got really popular and he said, thank you, Ark, but fuck you? He did
Well,
that.
to be fair, that one was earned because Arch was racist.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like he essentially came full circle and kind of did the same thing. Like he said, fuck you.
He was
Ark.
racist?
No, he did the fuck you Ark thing. Like in this sense, he's literally fucking himself over by doing that.
Yeah, he did. He did a bit. He definitely did. The fact that he acknowledged it, yeah. Arch is pretty bad.
Ark is really bad. Avoid Ark at all costs.
Yeah, Arch, formerly known as Arch Warhammer.
I don't know why, but every now and then, even though I tell like the YouTube algorithm I don't want to see videos from this person, it always puts them back into my homepage, and I'm like, I've told you multiple times I don't want to see this.
Yeah, I've gotten like maybe one or two of his things. Yeah, Arch. For those who don't know, Arch is from Norway, I think. He's from one of the northern European areas. You know, hot blondes and all that shit. I don't know anything about Gamza, but I'll take your word for it, Jamie. I trust you. Basically, Arch had his own private Discord server that had
Gamza. Yeah, he's also a character.
Oh god, I want to hear about this afterwards. But
no,
but
just
Arch,
like he likes to stir shit.
Got it. Just a cunt. Got it.
Yeah, I think because he also does associate with Ark too. Like they have a podcast. I don't know. I don't care.
So Arch legitimately is a racist. Like, not even making jokes about whatever. He genuinely believes in an Aryan superiority, and everyone else is inferior. That's legitimately the thing. No, Richard. MK, yeah, Major Kill. He has said racist things too. That's more in line of he's making edgy jokes because I think that's just how Australia culture is, or at least that's the way it's been presented to me by Australians.
Oh, is that Discourse Mini the one that has the same fucking thumbnail over and over again?
Yes, Discourse Minis is not a nice lady. She legitimately causes. She is. So I got introduced to her about a year and a half ago when they started tightening down. Yeah, Semi, you're right. When GW was tightening down on the how would we say, on 3D printing in certain file names, she made a video on it, and some of it was a little insightful, but a majority of it was overblown old news, and I decided not to follow her anymore. I went, okay, she's a content creator, she knows the game, she's doing this, whatever.
I never followed them to begin with, because like when I saw the video, I was like, yeah, no, this person's annoying. And
then when
like,
what thing,
pretty much talking about the same thing.
Her, yeah, what
wasn't she the one that tried to sabotage Goobertown? No,
that was Norn Queen Alexis. Norn Queen Alexis doxed Goobertown Hobbies. So the Discourse lady, basically, she's a YouTuber. She talks about Warhammer stuff. What happened was on Twitter, a lot of will say, I'll give him a charitable description here. Oh, Major Kill can't be Australian. All his videos are right set up. Welcome, Rob. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Basically. Oh yeah, she's a drama tuber. Hence, Discourse Minis.
No, I think she doxed a couple people.
WOG? What? I'm getting distracted on the story I'm telling.
Yeah.
Story. The events that happened. I'm not telling stories. I'm telling facts. So there is a group on Twitter who basically they like to go to media. They go to other people's media that they enjoy and then say this
Warhammer's
is problem.
Very own sniper. Oh god.
They have I have a problem with this. I find this to be wrong. I'm not going. I think we need to fix the community in XYZ, but they're not actually part of the community. They're trying to use polite language, initially.
Which
to
army is
then-
my favorite to play? You quickly finish up, Ickbard. So let's get
Yeah,
back to the fun stuff.
And these individuals then started saying that the Warhammer community is transphobic and that the Warhammer community is racist, that all of us are terrible and that we are bullies and that we only like to keep the hobby to ourselves because we like our male fantasies. As a person who is, not straight, person who is marrying a person
Whenever
who
I
is
hear that,
minority.
we want to keep like them. That thing is like, bitch, do you understand what would happen if the Primarchs are female?
Yeah.
Have you seen the art?
Yeah. And, as a person, like for me, I'll give a little bit of detail about myself. I don't care if people know. I'm not straight. I'm marrying someone who isn't white. I'm not, and I have family members who are trans. I do not give a shit about superficial things like that. When I say superficial, I mean things that aren't the content of your character, whether or not I like to spend my time with you. So when I have someone who tells me that I'm part of a problem because I won't kowtow to a way they believe, I take issue with that. And this is where the wokehammer chudhammer thing happened.
Blanc being fucking Blanc.
So
okay, let's land the plane and answer the question.
Yeah. So Discourse Minis took the side of wokehammer in this case and started causing a shitstorm and basically grifting for Twitter likes to then push her videos.
Yeah, but yeah, favorite army that I like to play right now is my Custodes. But I mainly used like for all of 9th edition. I played Dark Angels, like all of 9th edition because I also had Imperial Knights, but they weren't painted. But yeah, I mainly play Dark Angels. I'm sorry, yeah, Custodes right now. The Golden Bananas are my thing.
My favorite army in lore
Are we the bad guys?
has to be.
No, we're not.
My favorite army in lore has to be the Celestial Lions. They're a great chapter. I've talked about them to death on this stream many a time. To give a TLDR, they helped clear out a planet that was basically chaos controlled, but it was chaos controlled through the we'll say what's the word?
Favorite
like
army
basically
I don't have. We'll get to that.
They it's like cultists controlled them, but they they controlled cults, but the cults weren't like chaosified, only the leaders were. So the
Fuck yeah, I don't have to put
folded
magnets
quickly.
on this. Because it's attached by friction. Hell yeah.
There was an inquisitor named Apollyon who said, "I'm going to exterminate this planet anyways." After like an entire company of Celestial Lions were killed, taking over the planet. Celestial Lions tried to send out their eldest members of their chapter to go to the Inquisition to try and tell the Inquisition, "Hey, you fucked up," because they're honorable. They were killed in transit, and then tragedy after tragedy befell them to the point where orc snipers, also known as Vindicator assassins, were killing everyone that had any form of leadership in the middle of the Third War for Armageddon. All right,
Yeah,
enjoy Forge.
Yeah, favorite army I don't have that I don't play, probably orcs or Votann.
Discourse blocked you on Twitter because he pointed out her hypocrisy and told her no Twitter's your. Oh god, yeah. Oh, Black Templars and Krieg, hell yeah.
Soul has a question from Discord. What's his question? Where is it?
I'm guessing Warhammer General chat scrolling.
He wants to know if he can promote his commission recasting service. That would probably be a
Oh.
no.
That's an awkward thing to ask, not in private.
Yeah. And hello, Lisa. How are you?
Lisa!
Probably
For
not.
those who don't know,
No.
Lisa's a regular here. She's a nice lady, and she's working on her Gene Stealer cult.
Because you want to know, because here's my reasoning. If you could also type this too, the reasoning is, say eventually GW wants to send me shit, although that's probably never gonna happen because I talk way too much shit about them. If I have recasting services on there, they can legally shut down the Discord server. They have done it before to other Discord servers. So yeah, no. Unfortunately. Where do we put Gunpla stuff also? You would put it in the other hobbies. Yeah.
And Jamie, I need to listen to Saturnine. I love that opening bit with Cinderman and Dorn. I loved it so much. I'm gonna re-listen to it again because I lost my place on my audiobook because Yahar Field But
okay, so
yes, I'm already in love with it for the first half hour of listening to it more than the entirety of the prior book. Gab Thorpe is not my type of author I enjoy.
Oh boy, now here's the fun part that I get to do, where I get to put some Dark Angels iconography all over this bad boy. Well, probably only in like one place, because I'm saving my old like Ravenwing iconography stuff from that sprue for the eventual Leviathan Chaplain kit bash.
That'd be groovy.
I still have to find a fucking skull like helmet that'll fit in the where the helmet goes, but it doesn't look comically small.
Okay, so for my favorite faction lore that I don't own, favorite faction that I do not own, it would probably be. Oh no, I own a lot.
Yeah, problem, Lisa, is yeah, I ran out of all the giant Dark Angels iconography. I ran out, and I think they just officially retired the Ravenwing upgrades through. So I'm kind of shit out of luck. Unfortunately. Or was there two storylines? One just better, and the other one just fight Reed.
I could feel that co-enter. I'm focused only on the Siege of Terra because I fucking love I love Dorn. Dorn is my favorite Primarch.
I am in the good old US of A. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, Handy and I used to live in the same state.
Yep, yeah, they did not give a shit about Ravenwing.
Really need an upgrade. That's pretty actually. You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting you in based, Saphir. That's a based take, and you should feel proud.
Okay, so what I am going to do, because I don't have any more of the large Dark Angels iconography, is I am going to put... What was I going to put on it? I know I was going to put one of these on it. Where is it? There's one on here that I thought was really cool. It's this one right here. Ugh.
Comes
hunt around FLGs, may find some Ravenwing
favorite faction lore that I don't own. I think it might be Dark Angels, mainly because I really loved the Son of the Forest book.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Solar War and the Lost in the Dam? Solar War fucking tore my heart out. I was only with those characters for a single book. That's, you know, the character I'm talking about at the very end. You know the character I'm talking about, Jamie.
I have a Land Raider and a Land Raider Crusader Redeemer, and one of those is more than enough for anyone. Yeah. I have the ultimate Land Raider that you can only get at Warhammer World or Warhammer Cafe, the Land Raider Excelsior, that I put a lot of Dark Angel stuff on, and I also bought the Dark Angels, whatever, the captain with the winged helm off of eBay just for that kit bash to sit in the commander's hatch.
So, for Jamie, and Co. I will not spoil the ending, but your heart will be ripped out, and I want to hear about how it felt. And as for the Lost and the Damned, I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to be real with you, it kind of started a little similarly to Solar War. I thought I was listening to the same book again. It felt like some of the progress that was made with, Khan and Dorn was reset slightly, but it got made up for by what the Khan did later in the book. And kit bashing, Handy. You and I are both really good about describing what kit bashing are.
Yeah, who asked about kit bashing?
Scruffy.
Ah.
The janitor
Could you explain
from
kit bashing a
Futurama.
bit more in depth? I know it is in practice. I can explain it in terms of official usable miniature. But can you use certain bashed units for an official player? Or is it just friendly? So it depends. If the unit is Legends, then unfortunately you can't play it in competitive play. You can only play it in like friendly play. I need to take it on my headset real quick, because I'm gonna show a really good example of this that I just finished.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, the key to making napalm is not to create a spark. I'm only saying this shit because Handy is in here. I'm not actually giving any information on it, but the idea of him being scared of me saying horrible things is funnier. So that's really the most enjoyable
Scruffy,
part.
do you know about Tyberos the Red Wake? I gotta ask, do you know who Tyberos the Red Wake is? No, okay,
know.
so Tyberos the Red Wake, but does that mean you're kind of new to Warhammer then, or no? Because that's actually a surprise. I have now met someone who has no idea who Tyberos the Red Wake is. Oh, you are new to Warhammer, okay then. That's
so,
good
Captain,
to know.
we're going over what kit bashing is.
Yeah, so Tyberos the Red Wake is the chapter master of the Space Marine successor chapter to the Ravenwing, the Carcharodons. And so what happened is just this edition, they sent him to Legends. So here is his OG model from a long time ago.
In an edition far away.
Yes, in an edition far away. So this is what the old Terminator sculpts look like. And this is the new Terminator sculpts. As you can see, they are not very as goofy looking. And so what kit bashing is... What?
Quick summary of Tyberos. He is best, girl.
Raven Guard. I said Raven Guard, or did I say Ravenwing? If I did, I'm sorry.
You said Ravenwing.
I said Ravenwing. Oh, okay, but yeah, Raven Guard. Sorry, Raven Guard. So he's supposedly Night Lords. Maybe we don't know that. We don't know.
Every Forge World successor chapter was supposed to be a split heredity.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this is what his official model looks like. And so I decided I don't like how his official model looks. I'm going to make my own. And so I did. And I made lore accurate Tyberos out of the kit bash using, I'm putting this down because it's going to be falling off the base, using Abaddon, the old Tyberos model, and various other odds and ends. And now he looks a lot better, and he is now appropriately scaled to the new Terminators to match his canon lore, his quote-unquote canon lore height. So kit bashing is just taking a model and making a completely new one using various bits and pieces. Make
sure you hold the Terminators a little higher up on the camera, Handy.
Okay. I'm holding Tyberos very carefully because I spent hours on him and I want him to look very nice. Yes, as you can see, he is very much taller than the normal Terminators. Yes, he is bigger than a Terminator because he has modified Terminator armor. And I used, for the base model, I used Abaddon. Or Abaddon, however the fuck you want to pronounce him.
The correct way, which is Abaddon.
He uses Dreadnut plating, but the thing is, Terminator armor has been called tactical Dreadnought plate, so... It's honestly up for debate until, like, GW
gets out their ass.
Yeah, GW gets out their ass and wants to expand upon the Carcharodons lore, because a lot of people are actually very pissed off, myself included, that Tyberos got Legends. because of all like the successor chapters, Carcharodons was like one of the most popular, like right next to Minotaurs.
And why don't you show them what a proxy is, since they wouldn't know what proxying is.
Okay, do I have a proxy around me?
Yeah, you have the third.
Oh yeah, the third
Tyberos.
Tyberos. The fan accurate height. Let me grab that one. Okay, okay, he's in the other display.
So the name of the it's something Moloch Marmu. Yeah, half the shit for Chaos players went to Legends, but I also played with Horus Heresy tanks for my 40k army,
About Carcharodon.
like my Mastodon,
So,
which makes me sad.
let me put my headset back on. So if you thought,
And that's how you make napalm, ladies and gentlemen.
what? The fuck?
Nothing. Yeah,
If
Halbert,
you
it's a
thought the other
Moloch.
Tyberos was very decently sized and big, here is the quote unquote lore act, the fan cannon height of Tyberos, as big as a Dreadnought and bigger than a
Tyberos is
Primarch.
always the big spoon.
Yeah, this is a third-party model that I painted up a while ago for Carcharodons. I might have to go back and put more varnish on the shoulder pad because I see some gloss
Tyberos for
areas.
Raptor decals.
Yeah, I know. We lost him for the fucking Raptor decals because the whole funny little crackpot theory is because Pete the Wargamer, that's the guy who does like really great kit bashes because he does Raptors, that's the reason, because GW is sending him so much stuff. They're like, oh, he's making Raptors popular. Let's make some Raptors stuff for him to make it easier when we send him stuff.
And good for him. I mean, imagine being so popular that you cause an entire company to change how they lay out their transfer sheets.
Yep.
Apart from Templars, who would you say is the most popular successor chapter?
Carcharodons.
Howling Griffins are definitely up there. Nova Marines too.
I want to see this. Who has the bigger subreddit? That's generally a good idea. It's probably obviously going to be Black Templars.
Crimson Fist are a great one. Lamenters are also a great pick. Hi, Skeleton. Skeleton, aside from Black Templars, what is the most popular successor chapter in your opinion? So Crimson Fists are part of the second founding. They're one of the survivors of the Iron Cage. There were 3 successor chapters for the Imperial Fist, as far as I am aware. One of them was fully killed out and destroyed with no gene seed to get there. They then had the Crimson Fist, the pragmatic side of Dorne, and then you had the Black Templars, the Zeal of Sigismund. Oh, got it.
Purging with my kin.
Only good Sons of Dorne. Hey, Celestial Lions are based. Blood Ravens, because of the Dawn of War series, Blood Ravens were popular because they were
now
gridded
GW
for
forgot
Dawn
they
of War.
exist.
Yeah, they did. Orc snipers, hee hee. Yeah, Ko, yeah. You say these words like they wound me. I'd say the most popular successor chapter I could think of in recent times would be the Raptors, and he just came back, so he missed the entire Raptors rant. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh my god. This is good.
I just had a rant on the Raptors of how like it's a crackpot theory among everyone why we're suddenly getting a whole bunch of Raptors transfers because of Pete the Wargamer.
Oh yeah, well, Lisa, the idea is every one of the Forge World specific successor chapters have a mixed heritage. Like Carcharodons are Night Lords and Raven Guard.
Yeah, that looks about good, wouldn't you guys say? That looks pretty good. Positioned correctly.
Looks good.
And this will tell me.
Thought Raptors were a homebrew chapter. That's fair. Iron Hands are a founding chapter.
Yeah, there we go. Looks good.
I'd happily play the Red Scorpions if it allowed me to run a goddamn Leviathan Dreadnought.
Same. Unfortunately, they also threw his cool model into Legends too, because fuck us.
They took our place in the transfer. Oh my god, Iron Hands don't have transfers anymore.
Oh god,
Really?
oh shit. Wait, yeah, I don't think they do.
Oh no, that's terrible.
GW pulling a GW. Oh no. Getting
Oh,
rid of
no.
everyone's favorite stuff.
Iron Hands had transfers, yeah. Every founding they had this grace period of every founding chapter having their thing. Then they didn't sell.
Yeah, just look at the Christmas box from a few years ago. I wonder why it didn't sell. Maybe it had something to do with the 2 trial dreadnoughts. I wonder if that was why. Ah, so that's why it's sticking with, like, hey, cool, I don't have to magnetize this because it's sticking on with friction. Oh wait, that's because I put plastic sprue goo right there to seal the gap. Never mind. I'm probably gonna have to magnetize this. I'll find out, like, probably
reading about the Iron Hands in like the Horus Heresy stuff is really cool because they're like one of the like strongest, most premier guys. So the fact that they got fucking killed was supposed to be a big thing. But because that's all they're known for, they don't get anything else. But they were kind of cool right before that, which is a shame because there's so little written about it. Friends of ours, friends of mine, friends of Handy, Under the Hive of Madness, who do a lore podcast, are going over the Horus Heresy right now. In their most recent episode they released, they went over how a quarter of all Black Library books are related to the Horus
head
Heresy.
On his shoulders until he didn't. Get out. Oh my god. He had a good head on his shoulders until it got chopped off.
The Iron,
hey,
first
man,
time seeing your stream, keep up the great content.
Thank you. I stream 3 times a week. Woohoo. This is
Welcome,
just the early stream.
Welcome, Fainalore. What army do you play? What do you paint?
Yeah. And
Or
also,
like
this is a reminder for everyone. On Wednesday, we are going to be, I'm going to be killing in the name of ultra democracy. Exterminating bugs in the name of the the super democracy.
Oh, we're not going against automatons. Okay, you want to play easy mode.
What do you mean easy mode?
The automatons are the harder planet to fight.
Okay. I ain't no bitch.
Okay, we'll fight robots. Cool. I'll show you how that works.
Why can't we fight everything? I want to kill everything.
All right, we'll be able to kill everything. It's actually very easy to go between battle sectors. It's embarrassingly easy, which makes it very sad for how we lost Mavalon Creek.
Is this something I'm gonna be learning when I play the game?
Mavalon Creek was a tragedy that we will try to fix. Where were you in Mavalon Creek? He didn't own the game yet. He wasn't, we'll say in lore, he wasn't of voting age yet to spread democracy, so he couldn't be there. But yeah, Lark has it right. The Iron Hands had some badass shit going on during the actual Istan 5 drop site massacre. It was amazing. And then we didn't get much else. We got a book about the Iron Hands, who they basically, when Fulgrim killed Ferrus Manus, they caused the warp to create a demon that was like equal parts. It's technically Chaos Undivided, but it was a Tzeentch and Slanesh demon that was like called like the Diamond something or other that basically haunted them, and then the Iron Hands just went full-on war crime, full-on hate crime against the damn thing and killed it.
Yeah, lore. I really want them to do another Carcharodon's book, but I doubt they'll do it. That'd be the perfect Black Library miniature to bring him back.
Yeah.
Do they have any idea how many miniatures they would sell if they did that?
What did you do in the Great War, Daddy? Propaganda from Avalon Creek.
I just realized too, I need to sand this down. Demonic Corvus Corax's Fulcrum. Everyone wants to see that. It'll be awesome. Diamond is unbreakable.
Well, here's the funny thing. Diamond is unbreakable. That's fucking good. The JoJo heresy. So here's the funny thing. Every Primarch has a latent psionic or psychic ability.
We learned this in Son of the Forest. Pretty sure, right?
What happened with Angron as the outlier was he used to be able to actually take people's pain and wounds, healing them, but he takes the damage for them. You know, because he was supposed to be a fucking like classic archetypal paladin type of dude. Everyone had a psychic power of some kind. His got taken away with Butcher's Nails, but Corvus Corax had the ability to essentially absorb the power of the warp without being corrupted. So he was able to have this transformation into this demonic-like entity. But because of that, because of his ability to not be corrupted by the warp, similar to his father, he is not a chaos entity, but he is no longer even Primarch. He is beyond.
You know what I think when you say the demon crow thing? Do you remember the League of Legends animator Dante Axe?
No, I'm sorry.
Ah, darn, you haven't seen the funny, like when Earth first came out with like old Swain, like he's always have the crows, this crow form on. So he made a joke in the video saying, "I was a human once," because that's all you would leave on was just the crow form for Swain. Her Taraba's power is basically just being able to see hell.
That's fair. That's fair, Yukari.
Is this the right arm? Yeah.
Yeah, Kato Sicarius really does need a new model. Like, we got art teased of him last edition, and we were hopeful.
Just like how we got art for the Centurion, yet we still haven't gotten new sculpts yet.
Yeah. To be fair, he would be deserving to get his first because his art came earlier.
I don't care. He's an Ultramarine. Who cares?
Because he'd be leading the Blade Guard veterans as like a unit, which then can lead other units, and that could be a fun rules thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to play Ultramarines.
But Purdy's powers being a self-loathing man-child, that's some people get more than one power, Jamie.
That's one of his powers. I care. He's cool. Okay, David.
Yeah, I want everyone to have their cool models, frankly.
Yeah. I will be fine with it if I get a new Tyberos model. Then I will be fine with it.
So Corax is able to make people not see him. That's part of that. That's part of the same thing. Him being able to channel the warp
Be
to
realistic.
cloak him to
David.
hide himself in it. So that's what. So it's the same.
Yeah,
it's the
be
same.
realistic.
It's the same source of power he pulls from Skelly, but it allows him to do slightly different things. That's fucking hilarious, Lisa. Watch 40k video, Forecast Gods watching Lorgar playing outside in the sandpit like a kid, and when he's not watching, a giant crow swoops down and snatches him. Corvus is a false Hydra with extra steps. Yes, Captain. Yes. He is. I play D&D, so I know what you're talking about. That was excuse for them to not write Raven Guard lore. Fair.
Peter Turbo would see the Eye of Terror at all times. Break. Okay, I gotta see how these attach now because I forget. I forgot. So these go on. Why did damn parts go on? Let's shave that part off first.
So you know ballistic high speed, yeah?
Ballistic high speed camera, yeah.
Yeah, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because people, so they originally were doing watermarks and shit,
Uh-huh.
but people kept, it seems people on Twitter, like one of their videos got really popular, and someone cropped out their watermark. So they now just have like steel plates that they shoot at with their actual YouTube channel on it now.
Yeah. I've seen people do that too. Because it is annoying when people repost shit to TikTok. Or react to it. Sniper will.
Good
Give
old,
no credit.
don't be cringe, Andy. Just call her out.
Okay. It's more fun that way.
Okay, if you're having fun, that's the important part.
You dare draw yourself as the Chad, and I the soy Wojak.
It is over. It is over, Kekarok. I've drawn you as no longer laughing. Poor Grandpa, he's schizo-maxing. Back in my day, we just cured that with lithium or lead.
Access that world to the Legion of Costcodians. I mean, how would that work? Are we like custodians and lore, but like the keepers of the Costco hot dogs strong? I think that gives like everyone like a 10 times power buff being the keeper of the Costco hot dogs. Because even
Kakarot, the Discord messages leaked.
Because even in the far-flung reaches of the future, the Costco hot dog is still $1.50 and like $1.50 in whatever currency they're using. Because they put the founder of Costco in a Dreadnut.
Shield host Costco. The spears are hot dogs.
I will eventually, whenever I have an extra Custodians model, I will be making a Costcodian. I will do a Costcodian kit bash. It's not a matter of if. Get your wieners ready. Not a matter of if, but when. It will happen.
Andy, I just found a funny meme, but I don't know how well it translates to being read out loud. So I'm using chat as my test pig here, okay?
Okay.
Women light up the world. That's why it's called broad daylight.
God dang
it. Also, Pip, the VTuber.
Oh no, I'm a dumbass. Oh no. No, I glued this together without the thing inside of it. Fuck.
No, you idiot.
I fixed it.
Okay,
what?
It translates well. It translates well. Perfect.
What about the base rabbit?
Pippa had her birthday, and to honor her birthday, she started selling socks, thigh-high socks.
Uh-huh.
In the description, it says for men's fit is the size of the thigh highs.
The based rabbit, the based pink rabbit.
I've yet to watch her, but I've heard that she's based.
She is. People try to cancel her, but she's like, "Okay, do it, bitch."
I saw like a 2-minute bit where she shit on Rooster Teeth and then started calling people in chat a fed.
Yes.
Vine boom. Femboy supremacy. No, the ultramarine thigh highs stay on during sex. I'm glad you like Pippa, Lisa. I almost said Peepa, Lisa. Got my syllables all in all.
VTuber. I mean, she's not gonna get canceled because she's the most popular of Phase Connect. I'm not buying. I play Warhammer. You think I buy VTuber merch? I don't have the funds for both of those. VTuber merch is expensive.
Did that display come in, by the way?
Yes, it did. I still have to hang it on my wall.
Oh, damn.
because I'm gonna put it right above my where I have my monitors, and then I'm also putting my Warlord Titan certificate of authenticity, and then also the print I got from the Warhammer Cafe on opening day right above my desk.
Nice. Based rabbit increasing the computer programmer population. Oh god. All right, Handy. It is about to be 2 in the afternoon for me, so I will be having to head off.
Okay, thanks for hanging out, Ickbard. I'm probably gonna be done as soon as I glue these parts onto and do a little mock-up of what the Dreadnut will look like.
Ready. Thank you all for coming. I will see you all on Wednesday when we shoot for democracy.
Yes. Democracy, woohoo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this later and shave it down. Shave parts of it down. But that part's on. Where's the next part? The unpainted Titan certificate. Shut up. It'll get painted eventually. I want to paint it. I've said it multiple times. I want to paint it so bad. I want to paint my Warlord Titan, but I can't. I assume if I have D&K Club. That's fine. And also, remember everybody, when I am live streaming, you can always make a clip of it. So that way I can then go back and download that clip and make a highlights reel for everyone to watch that couldn't watch the stream. Hell, that doesn't work. Well, I mean, you saw on Thursday how I said, maybe. And then also I might do a Saturday stream too. If anything, if I get addicted to Helldivers, I'm gonna start streaming it more. It's Elden Ring. If it turns into Elden Ring all over again, then I might do very long streams again. So clip every 15 seconds. No, not every 15 seconds. Let me dive. Like I said, if it happens like Elden Ring and I do another 12-hour stream, oh hey, it's 5 a.m. Wait, it's 5 a.m. What the fuck? Have I really been streaming for 12 hours? Later, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out. That was fun for Elden Ring. That's good. That's also what it's gonna be like when Shadow of the Erd Tree comes out. Every 10 seconds. No. Not every 10 seconds. 3, 2, 4. Watching VTubers is expensive. Yes, it is. Well, buying their merch is more expensive. Yes, well, Elden Ring for you. 5 a.m. for you, Jamie, is like not that late for me. Oh, there we go. To see a diving board. Every 15 seconds, a Helldiver gets their cape. I did not buy the $60 version, by the way, for the cape. I just got the base version. So like, does the $60 version have something else, like something cool? Hey, thank you, Roth, for the 10 gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. Woohoo. Now I gotta watch the chat to make sure no one gets lost as the Stream Elements bot starts saying, "Congratulations, now a Costodian Shield Captain."
Tarnished.
Insane. I mean that literally. You mean what literally? I think it got lost in all the stuff.
By the flame
Got lost in the sauce. Oh, literally. Okay.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Oh boy, that one is totally gonna see a lot of use during the Helldiver stream. You get a cape for finishing the tutorial? Oh, hell yeah. I get a cape? Yeah. Yes, thank you, Raw, for being so kind. And generous. You're a real homie and a king. There are lots and lots of capes. Oh boy. It's gonna is it gonna be fashion frame like Warframe for endgame? The true end game of Helldivers is fashion. Because if it is, then hell yeah. Capes are mandatory for the survival of democracy. Hell yeah, it's gonna be fashion for the end game. Fashion was always the true end game. Let's go. Fashion over function at the moment. Wait, that's not the sprue goo. This is the sprue goo. To try to use your subscriptions, convince developers to make an entire faction based off of YouTube. I can't because I don't have enough subscribers or a following for that. This is where I say you guys should advertise my channel to your friends if they like Warhammer 2. For those of you that don't do it already. Because when the subscriber number gets bigger, that's when GW and other companies start to notice. That's why I've noticed, like, for GW sending people stuff, the minimum amount of subscribers people have had that they start sending them stuff is 5,000, and guess who's close to 5,000 subscribers? Yay. I did. Yeah, I know you do, David. Wait, did I glue this? Don't tell me I glued this on wrong. Okay, no, I just... That's what's wrong. I didn't... Wait. Okay, it's correct. I thought I fucked up again. I did not fuck up again. Crisis averted. But yes, now I can start putting the parts on the Dreadnut. Then all the subs get banned. No. 14 subs. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, Handy. Okay, why does this not want... Ah, thank you for the hydrate. Oh god, they really tighten the ratchets on the thing. Oh god, what the fuck? No! No! Let me take this off! Shit, no! Yeah, there we go. Don't glue. I'm using plastic glue. My hands aren't gonna get glued together. It's fine. Ah! Over the wall. Don't drink the bottles. Plastic glue. Drink the plastic. No. All that matters for plastic glue is that you do not get it on the model, so then you have to sand down parts. Jesus Christ, they really... God. Wow. This thing's really ratcheted on. Hello, Silver Shield. Welcome. Welcome to Twitch. Unless you've already been here, but yes, welcome. How are you doing? What army you play? Or paint? Yes is a valid answer. Probably shouldn't inhale the fumes. Well, it's kind of too late for that. I think it's too late for that at this point for inhaling glue fumes and stuff. Ah, shit. Come on. Yeah, gosh, they really did. Like, because the Redemptor, I think that's what people were complaining about, was the arms weren't stiff enough, and now these are incredibly stiff. Jesus Christ. I haven't settled on an army yet. Okay. Do you have an idea of what army you'd want to play? Like Space Marines, Xenos, big stompy robots? Yeah. Put this on y'all. Okay. Come on. There we go. Wait, what the hell? Why is this one much more free rotating than this one? What the fuck? I think I need to do some more plastic shaving. Painting a 3D printed bear guy right now. Ah, nice. Does that bear have guns? What do I have to do to make this not a bitch to rotate around? None in the slightest. Everything looks cool. Yeah. So if you don't know yet, honestly, my best advice to you is just follow the rule of cool. Get what you think looks awesome. Because that's what I did. Warlord Titanus first miniature. Let's go. Woohoo. Yeah. I regret nothing. You're a Greek Roman god, least favorite. I'm listening to epic musical. I'm like, I don't remember. I'm just gonna be I'm going to be a dumbass and say Kratos. Kratos is my favorite god of the pantheon. Yeah, I've been doing that, and no, I have a bunch of stuff from different factions. Ah, okay. Red or gold Crux Terminatus. Usually the Crux Terminatus is like gray, if I remember correctly. Do you use an airbrush? Unfortunately, not yet. I have one. It's just I can't use it yet because I need to have a garage workshop set up for me in order to use an airbrush. I have no idea when I'm going to get access to that, though, unfortunately. I would like it to be at least maybe by the end of the year because I want to paint my Imperial Knights. It's like Templars. Oh, I didn't clean this up enough. I'm not putting gray on white. Oh, okay. You're painting your characters. Wait, what? Oh, look, you painted the shoulder pad white that has the Crux Terminatus. That's your fault. That's a you problem. That's your own fault for doing that. That is what they would call a skill issue. You got skill issued. Yeah. It's not getting glued on just yet, cause
Skill issue.
how fuck you, I do what I want. Then why did you ask for my advice if you do what you want? Yeah, Ballistus Dreadnut. I'm sorry, Brutalis Dreadnut. Woohoo. I'm gonna do the rest of the sanding off stream. But yeah. I don't know why, but I feel like the arms, please tell me I'm not the only one that feels like this doesn't seem like it's proportioned correctly. Like, it looks kind of short and squat. Am I crazy, or is the Redemptor a lot taller than this? I feel like I'm crazy. Why do I feel like the Redemptor is taller than this? I don't know where my Redemptor is. I have to go find it. But I can grab my Ballistus. Ugh. The fuck? I don't think I'm crazy. Custodes General Brutalis Dreadnought. Why do I feel like its legs are so much shorter? I feel like it's shorter than Redemptor. It is because the arms make it look wider and make it look squatter, yeah. It's just so weird. It doesn't look right. It does not look right at all to me. The arms aren't proportioned correctly. It's like he skipped leg day. The Dreadnought skipped leg day, that's what it is. But yeah, with that, that is another model done and finished. Hell yeah. Well, done and finished being assembled. Geodude body type. I mean, could just get some grab tank plates and do that. Get like a singular grab tank plate, put it underneath here. Oh, that'd actually be pretty funny. But yeah, woohoo. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for hanging out. I have finished this. Wednesday, of course, like I said, is going to be in Helldiver. We're going to be diving in and for the super democracy. And then also on Wednesday, I'm going to be putting up a poll in the Discord for the stuff of what gets painted next. Yeah. And I appreciate everyone that hangs out for stream. It makes the streams a lot more fun rather than sitting in silence. But yeah, I will hopefully see everyone on Wednesday, even though the stream is going to be later. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good time zone.